off mute.
All right, now we're live, so...
Hello, people of YouTube. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to all of our regular... $20! Oh my god. Okay, so,
You're a good friend. You've earned the $20.
we have started a new donation drive for my channel from now until mid-March. Any money that I get through Super Chats or through Venmo, my Venmo should be in the description below, I think, or Ko-fi. Ko-fi's in the description below if Venmo isn't.
We are... add everyone on your...
Yeah, you should. You can add everyone on my channel. I'm collecting money to put on a musical in March. So Chrissy just donated $20 to start off my donation drive. Sorry to jump straight into give me money. Oh, I'm a little scrungled mic-wise. Fuck. Can you guys hear me at all? Shit.
What's wrong with your mic?
Apparently, according to Ari, quote unquote, a little scrungled mic-wise.
I don't know.
Shit. Janaya, you talk.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I mean,
know you can.
You can. We're trying to figure out if it's like a stream issue or what.
Here's the... I don't want to see Uber Eats. Here's the chat.
We can hear you. It's just scrunkly. Okay, I don't know what to do about that. If we can do anything, it might be the connection or something.
Let's check on Cosmonaut.
Yeah, no, Cosmonaut, I think, was responding
Cosmonaut
to...
is not a trust
Okay.
me.
Oh, I'm
You're not
scrungled.
Okay, I wonder if there's something up with my thing.
Just try connecting it again. Let me see it.
Oh, right, this has to be twisted.
Yeah, you gotta turn it.
You're into.
It's just a little scuffy for you both. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. We're trying to use the lav mics. We're using the lav mics so I don't have to take my mic out of the closet.
Okay, I mean, as long as we're audible, I guess.
Are we audible? Are we able to be heard? Oh boy, I need a tissue.
Hey, you guys underwater right now?
Shit. Okay, so this is probably bad, isn't it?
I don't have any idea. Let me hold on.
There, that's... Oh, shit, okay.
Okay, cool.
Was me fixing the mic receiver? I think that's what I needed to do.
Yeah, I think it was that. Okay, cool. Whatever. Actually, I'm out of curiosity. I'm gonna check your connection too. Oh yeah, you got a pretty fast connection.
Okay, that's good. Nice. All right, I was gonna make a tweet to share to the world.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Why is it on top chat?
Oh, why did Twitter log me out?
Seedwar is streaming a bit.
I think Twitter's broken.
Twitter's having issues right now.
Oh boy,
I had trouble. I had trouble with it too.
Chrissy is fucking out right now.
Oh, Chrissy is.
Are you okay? Oh, Nora.
I don't know. Chrissy is sounding weird.
Woof. That
That's
sounds weird.
Not
I don't
good.
like that.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your sound is like completely fucked.
All I can hear is like spit sounds.
Yeah, it's like crackling. I think you want to drop out and come back.
We apologize for all the technical difficulties. We thought we had Chrissy's glitching out of reality here. Yeah. Oh, Chrissy's janked. Heavens for Betsy.
I think Elon Musk just broke the entire internet. That's what happened.
Fuck you, Elon.
Someone says, I'm sure this is Elon Musk's doing. Yeah, exactly. My thoughts exactly.
This is Torona's doing.
Oh.
And I hope you guys will all appreciate we made Torona British.
Yeah. Made Toronto British.
Torona was
I
always British.
didn't ask the VA to put on an accent for the route.
Chrissy, you should stop the call. You should end the call.
Drop out of the call and come back because you're like completely no one. You just sound like weird noises. Oh, that didn't help.
Didn't work. Oh shit.
All right, give me
have
a
you checked
second.
your mic connection?
Let me check the. Okay, the audio is set correctly. Hold on, let me try dropping out and coming back.
All right. Speak.
Wait, is it the friggin' sound?
Uh-oh.
Give me a second here.
All right. While we're figuring out these,
I'm gonna mute the audio. I'm not gonna mute our mics, but I'll mute the audio so people don't have to hear me like fucking with the sound settings.
Okay. Hello, Sky Player. Thank you for showing up.
That's not great.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the stupid interface, I think.
Oh no. Try again, I guess. Oh, that sounds normal.
Okay, yeah, the sound interface glitched out.
Need to write an Equius fanfic where he's
Okay, Chrissy, it wasn't you. It was the sound thingy that we're using.
A little better now?
Oh,
Yeah, no,
better.
no sound was coming through. It was like glitching out. I think the sound thing got screwed up by something.
So I'm reading the chat. The chat is giving me so much joy right now. Oh, Chrissy's janked. Heavens, Betsy.
Okay, so that was fun.
It's
All
because
right.
it's British Corona.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you want to get started?
Yeah. Would anyone like a cough drop? I've been dealing with a sore throat for the past. I would love a cough drop just because they're delicious. If I could, I would eat Ricolas like candy. And I do whenever I'm sick.
So, just for some background before we start, this is volume 8 of Friendsim 2. It is one of the routes that I had almost no hand in writing, except for like a couple of sentences here and there, and the one humorous section that is not mandatory. The Troy McClure, which we will listen to.
Yes, we.
Because that's how you get the third achievement for this route. So this is one that I was pretty hands off on, at least as far as like writing goes.
I'm going in completely blind.
Yeah. It's also the route that's the most like traditionally Friendsim like classic. Partly because, we hadn't done that in a while, and partly because just like with the timing of everything, I didn't really have the bandwidth to oversee like something technically complicated. Especially with Volume 7, which was a nightmare of technical stuff. So yeah.
It was still a very good volume. And Janai's isn't giving herself enough credit. She was a huge help with leading me in writing this volume. This is my first time writing a video game volume, and she was a huge helping hand with guidance and with structure and with just showing me the ropes for this. So I owe her a big thanks for this coming together and for it being what it is.
I'm glad. that was helpful.
Chrissy, you got yourself a review. Halloween Suit Truffle says, "Oh, I just wanted to say really quickly, I love the voice actor and the parts with Amicia. He was really adorable."
Aww.
So yeah, we're gonna play this. Chrissy, since you're the one that wrote this, traditionally we would allow you to narrate. If you at any point want to switch out, because yours is one of the longer routes, at least in terms of like volume of narration. Although, to be fair, part of that's because you have like 2 completely separate branches. So if you want to switch out at any point, feel free, but you're welcome to narrate. And of course, the voice lines are voiced. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the game started here and then stream it out to folks. Okay, so I gotta.
Is the cocktail paint water? All I have is McDonald's Sprite. What? We didn't make a cocktail this time around. What? Chrissy, if Torona and Amicia had a cocktail, what would their cocktail be? You're the writer, you get to choose.
I think that Torona would go for something classy that like traditional writers have, like something that's like very pretentious. Like she probably would go for a Tom Collins or Mai Tai or something that like Ernest Hemingway really enjoyed. So it's just so she can go around and say, "Oh yes, want to watch the stream." Go like, "Oh yes, I'm drinking the favorite cocktail of Trollinstein or something." And Amicia would spike it with something like that has nothing to do with the cocktail. Like he would add rum to the Tom Collins, or add Diet Blue or something. Make it something like completely odd.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a tissue.
Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna say a Mai Tai spiked with Red Bull. That's the cocktail.
Also, so just while we're waiting for Anna to come back, the promo art for this that Arctic Fox did. So this is actually based on a magazine called The American Spectator, which is like a conservative news thing. Mainly picked because the Alternian and American are easy to Photoshop into each other. So, but yeah, I like the cover that Arctic Fox and I did for this.
Oh, absolutely. I happen to work in publishing, so this is absolutely something you see on magazines for a very trendy magazine. Like I could see it on Business Informer, Vogue, anything like that.
All right. Oh, Chrissy, can you see the screen? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh, let me load the post volume save. Hold on. Where pages? Oh, wait, what? Oh, dope. That's cool.
What?
I don't have the save for volume. Wait, yeah, I do. Wait, no, volume 6. I don't have the save for. Okay.
No!
You're about to watch a
Volume 7.
speed run of volume 7.
Oh boy.
Because I forgot to copy the save file. You get a bonus.
Get a bonus of seeing the other volume. Yeah, you're doing to me. No,
yeah.
Hey chat, have you all done a volume 7? Raise your hand in the chat if you've done volume 7.
You're gonna do it now.
For the third time, because we had to speed
We
run
had to
it.
speed run it before, yeah. I think I put the difficulty back down to come on.
Well, you're gonna have to do it to get
Normal.
the right ending.
Well, no, the right ending you can get anyway. The difficulty just depends on what things are considered good evidence. All right, you.
No, the good ending with
Oh yeah, no, I just
Elward
need to
and
talk
Trixie.
to. I just need to talk to Elward at the right points, which is basically like whenever I have that option. Yeah, I know. Zebra's being weird.
Oh
Creep.
no, Zebra again. His voice actor did so good. I hate how pretty he sounded.
Oh,
now.
the VA did a fantastic job. We're doing the expedited. Let's clear out the chitter here. Oh,
You haven't played
What do
since
you
volume
want?
4?
You here to rub this in?
volume 4 is a good one.
You gotta play the rest of it.
Shixie can't keep herself
Okay.
together.
I know. Okay, yeah. All right, let's do the thing.
But like, also, I feel you when it comes to executive
Right,
dysfunction.
system.
I have been a executive dysfunction mess for the last 6 months because I have a job that makes me want to ram my head through drywall, and it makes my executive dysfunction so much worse.
All right, I gotta talk to him.
While we're at a pause, I would like to introduce our 4th member for this stream.
Yes, we
Yeah.
Chris, say hi to everyone.
Hello.
This is Chris's first time on the channel, and he's continuing a long-standing tradition of Chrissy bringing significant others onto my stream.
forgot to mention.
Friendsim is free to play, of course. It is always free to play.
Well, this game is. The original is like the original Friendsim isn't free, but is frequently on sale.
We brought Jackie on. We brought,
I'm happy to be continuing the tradition.
and all it's a tradition of people who have no
right,
idea
I
what's
forgot. This is. I'm an idiot. Forgot there's.
Everyone is. Sky Player is now horny about Elward's sprite.
Oh, Elward's sprite is fantastic. Okay, yeah.
What's going?
All right, what?
I do like the callback of the horse in this scene.
We're gonna ask about the posters because that is technically a thing.
It felt fitting.
I mean, like, you know, Chris, the first time I brought someone illegally onto Anna's stream.
Illegally.
Illegally. I just had them pop up like we were in the middle of the street, and they just went like, "Hello," like a special guest on an old sitcom. And then we just stuck with it.
It was fun. Remember when we made him read the armpit scene from Marvis's Rap?
Oh God.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. That was Oscar-worthy. He was so.
Okay, let me save.
I just remember him along with us during Delta Rune.
Oh, that was fun.
All right.
Look at a place that's very
She did good
understaffed
job.
and my dad takes up my nights. Oh god, understaffed workplace. I am the only person working at my center, period, for these 2 weeks. It is the worst.
All right, we're playing on normal difficulty, which means we can just grab the bribe evidence from here.
Nibuk Desjardins says, "Hello there, Chris. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Hello,
Hey!
pleasure to meet you too.
Okay, now we're just gonna wait for Zebra.
Illegal
Come
guest
on, dude.
stream.
Yeah.
We're still
Okay.
gonna see.
Yeah, go do your thing. Come on, go do the thing. There we go. All right, I think we're all good here.
Oh, it is Chris. I've been on these before.
All right.
Zebra's song is so like slimy sounding.
From bribing the ledge's corpus, yeah, that's good evidence. Okay, we know you're good. Let's talk
Hey.
about the posters. Not yet. We're gonna talk to Elward, I think.
With an E2.
Yeah, Elward's still here.
Hey, what's... So Chixie's That's good. I'm
Oh,
happy.
you got Elwood's voice actor.
You know, I was thinking it might be...
Okay, good. We got the
Play?
ending
I
where
used to
they're
do back-
together.
Yay!
Because that's her dialogue if you've convinced her to like talk to her about her feelings. All right, let me clear out the fucking. Stop it! I'm gonna clear out the chitter messages. All right.
Gotta clear those chitter messages.
Yeah. Okay.
You all
All
set?
right. Yeah, you're good. Come on. All right. Yeah. World record. 100% Volume 7
Woo,
speedrun.
Yeah, you have a world record now.
All right. Now continue on to the next volume.
Oh, Halloween
Volume
Sweet
8.
Truffles says, "Oh, before I go, I just wanted to ask, will there ever be an album or something of the great music in the game?" There already is. There is a Volume 1 Friendsim 2 soundtrack. It has all of the songs from Volumes 1 through 6, and it is available for free on Bandcamp right now.
Bandcamp, we're releasing 2 volumes of the soundtrack. Like Anna said, the first one has volumes prologue through volume 6, and you can download for free. Although if you do give us money, it wraps back into paying for development. And we're going to be releasing the volume 2 soundtrack when the game is complete. That will include volumes 7 through 14 plus a couple of other tracks that are like random, like the alternate title theme and some other stuff like that. So yeah. All right, Chrissy, you ready to do some reading?
You say that like I didn't spend 8 hours today doing it. Let's get.
If you want to tag out at any time, we can both do it. So yeah. All right.
I just hope I do it justice. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm sorry, I'm excited. Like, I wrote this on paper, now I'm seeing it in real life. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't know why, but you find yourself thinking of a maze.
Also, I'm going to click on the Teroy McClure stuff just like at our first available opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then no one has to read that because it's voiced.
Hello, my name is Teroy McClure, and you might remember me from such award-winning films as A Low Blood Falls in Love with a High Blood, but their love is destined to failure due to mutable cast differences, and Con Air 2. Today, I'm talking to you on behalf of the Everdim Greater Metropolitan District Bureau of Tourism and Propaganda. Did you know that Everdim was actually founded in the early sweeps of the reign of Her Imperious Condescension, when the Empress wisely chose to raze the previous city to the ground due to their support of the countercultural elements of the time? That's right, we're a town with a lot of history, charm, and a surprisingly high number of traffic fatalities. Today, you've selected the guided walking tour of Everdim. As you make your way through the city, watch for the blinking indicator on your palm husk to find out more about our great city. And now, on with the tour. The residential sector of Everdim is actually one of the oldest parts of the city, divided up into several sectors for the various blood castes to live in. As the ashes of the town that came before settled to the ground, legend has it that the disgraced former executioner to the Empress herself decided to found a new city dedicated to the glory of the Empress and her reign. At the time of its founding, the residential sector was the only part of the city and contained houses, shops, and the local legislator's office. If you ever find yourself in the old part of the city, don't forget to check that out. We've got an authentic exhibit showing how the legislators of old used to hunt down the criminal scum who plagued the Empire back in the early days of Her Imperious Condescension's glorious reign.
Also, wait a second. Hold on.
What?
Why isn't the menu showing up?
Uh-oh.
I think I discovered a very rare bug.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I apparently if you go from the previous volume, it just like, I'm just gonna skip this really quick. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Gaming!
I can't believe you resurrected Phil Hartman for this. The chat says your voice is iconic.
Today, did you? That's today, and now
Thank you.
If you ever.
Okay, here we go. Now we're back on track with the menu visible.
So I'm reading the Con Air what comments on the chat. It's great. Okay. You used to love a good maze, tramping through cornfield mazes in autumn or drawing lines through paper mazes as you tried to get from one end to the other. Despite the endless choices, all the twisting turns and dead ends, there was never the fear of not completing it. There was always someone to guide you out of the corn maze if you got stuck, always an eraser on the pencil to remove your mistakes from the paper. You used to love a good maze because you can always start the puzzle knowing that you would eventually end up at the solution.
So while we're here, let me just clear shitter out.
Are these new cheat?
This one is the one that shows up at the end of volume 7. But
nothing is as seen.
also there's the trending. So we have fighting resumes in Everdim as legislators clash with armed terrorists. Actor Teroy McClure rumored to be signed on for Con Air 3. Violet Blood executed by Her Imperious Condescension after failed bid to buy Chitter for 44 billion Kagers. And the sponsored post, Kassoon's Keen Words, your source for official imperially sanctioned news and opinions. And we'll get the chitters for Tirona and Amesia as we run into them in the game.
The idea of reaching the end of your ultimate journey is both daunting and exciting. It makes you feel like you swallowed a firecracker in a bar of iron, buzzed on energy and heavy with anxious dread. Because here, in this hell that is Alternia, only you can lead yourself and your friends out of this, and your choices have much worse consequences than just getting stuck at a dead end. Then you raise your hand and smack yourself in the face. Ow! It hurts, your cheek's stinging, but it's what you need to get your head out of the gutter and back in the present.
What are you doing? You don't have time to get philosophical about all this. Literally no one gives a crap. Maze my ass. Get back on the track with the damn plot. After you left Zebra's questionable establishment with the information from Chixie in hand, you made it your business to try to track down some more information on Torona. That led you down the deep, dark corners of the Alternian internet. Grubbler, Brick Talk, even the comment section of GrubTube. And finally, you just Googled it. Weird that Google is the same here. Usually some awful, evil variant of the Earth name, but you guess that's just the universe's way of trying to tell you something. The good news was you found Torona on Grump. The bad news was she had some less than flattering things to say about both the lilting mare, which, okay, fair, and Chixie herself. So, you're wandering around, figuring out how you're going to find Torona. Not only to invite her to join you on your totally awesome locked timeline, if she's down, of course, always gotta check to see if people are down, but also to confront her about the Grump post she made about your other friends. Who would have thought that Torona would send something so mean-spirited and dangerous? People don't say nasty things on the internet. I mean, sure, the last time you visited her, she wasn't exactly nice or considerate or interested in anything other than her own self-gain. Look, that's not the point. Surely if you can talk to her and find out what she's been up to while you've been away, everything will all make sense and she'll be cool. You bring up the Grump post on your palm husk again and notice that Torona had posted it in connection with the name of the company. Maybe Torona is working at it? With the deftness of someone's moderately tech-savvy grandma, you navigate to the public profile Kassoon's keywords on Grubdin. This looks interesting. Seems to be some sort of electronic publication. You're not sure. The post section requires you to be a subscriber to read them, and the about summary has so much flowery language about enriching the minds of Alternia's impressionable youth through cerebral quality product that you're not exactly sure what their product actually is. But they do have a physical location listed. Well, it's kind of a lead, might as well go with it. And it's not like you have any better ideas for finding her. So you plug the address into GrubQuest, letting it guide you deeper into the city.
I love the addition of grub to literally everything.
In my
also,
head,
we got
it just...
a very kind comment. Y'all have come so far with this amazing project since the very beginning. I'm truly so proud of y'all. I think I might get very emotional once this game is finally completed.
Oh, thank you, Mibak.
That's really nice. I hope you like the last volume. I've spent a lot of time on it.
Thank you. We hope to continue to make you proud. It's been such for a good cause, and it's been so much fun to make, and we've all worked so hard on it. So we're really glad to make people like you and the rest of the fans really happy.
Yeah.
And the work on this has been amazing.
I mean, fuck, I'm probably gonna cry when this is all over. We've put so much time and energy into it. Grubhub.
I was gonna make that joke.
I should have had it. Why did we have Grubhub in this?
Right.
Well, they have a canon troll version of DoorDash, which is Door Smash.
Oh, right.
So I don't know why they didn't order their grub loaf on Grubhub.
I'm writing that into the fanfiction now. That we need Grubhub on that.
The first time I heard of Grubhub, I thought it was a Homestuck joke.
Oh my god.
Listen, my family doesn't order things online.
Becomes poisoned by Homestuck. That's what happens.
That is this game. Reality does not become the same. Alrighty. The residential areas melt away as you travel further uptown, yards and trees turning into sidewalks and buildings.
Also, we'll listen to the audio tour for this section.
Here in Everdim Heights, the city never really sleeps. Of course, by the city, I mean the vast mid-blood apparatus that gives Alternian society a flimsy veneer of respectability. While you're here, why not check out such amazing tourist destinations as the Everdim Shopping Emporium and Law Offices, the official Trizza Tethys merch store, and the official Legis Corpus substation. Plus, while you're here, don't forget to take in Broadway. The 8-lane scuttlebuggy highway known primarily for its incredibly high fatality rate.
Oh. There is hardly anyone around. And you don't see any retail stores or boutiques, only businesses. You must have entered a corporate sector of the city that gets little foot traffic. Despite what our handy tour guide says. The address takes you to the front of one of the less impressive looking buildings. You don't see the name Hassoon's Keen Words anywhere, but the building's picture in the profile matches what's in front of you. This has to be the place.
All right, first bad ending time, and you get to hear my excellent, like, Meowth-inspired security
yay.
guard enter building.
I love the security guard here. You should be able to just waltz right in. You and Jordan are buds. You bet she'd be thrilled to see you after so long, assuming that she is actually here, of course.
Hold on, let me see what the chitter is. Oh, it's one of the chicks.
Maybe they can all fuck off. Grab it ball to deep throat it. Pinch your claws red. Pinch your mouth round. Acting like you know what it's like down here on the ground. But it's imitation. I got no expectation.
Great.
It's one of the automated ones that she sends out with certain times.
Before you even step on the sidewalk in front, what looks like a security guard steps out and stands ahead of the entrance, his hulking frame blocking your way forward. Whoa, you didn't even know trolls could come in his size. He doesn't look happy to see you.
Hey, you! Weird circle-looking person.
You glance around, checking to see if he's referring to any other weird circle-looking people. You gesture to your only mostly circular and kind of weird self.
Yeah, you! What do you think you're doing here?
Sorry. Me? Oh, just stopping by to see a friend. She works in this building. Kassoon's Keen Words is here, right?
By the way, this and the characters, the number 6 character, have quirks technically. His quirk is to change your to use.
What are you doing here?
Number 6's is just to add like 6 in front of it, because like these characters only appear in this volume.
I know, but they're so good. I'm so glad that I keep it in.
Oh no. Okay. Porn grub. Bucket hub. Okay, bucket hub is definitely what it is.
Oh my god.
Okay, the security guard looks you over. He quirks an eyebrow up.
And do you have a booked appointment that I can see?
Well, the thing is, you really don't do those. You're more of a spontaneous meeting sort of person, like a sun shower or the IRS.
What's the IRS?
They're like money people. They take money from you that you owe, but if you don't give the right amounts at the right times, then they come to visit and take it from you, and you don't always know when they'll come.
You sure you're not describing mobsters?
Well, no, but also not no. We're trying to emphasize the surprise feature there. He still looks at you like you're an alien, which, okay, fair on many accounts. Cultural faux pas aside, butchered that. Well, cultural faux pas aside, your friend already knows all this about you. So you just give her a quick call and tell her you're here to see her. Maybe he knows her. Her name's Corona, short, likes pigtails, oozing with self-importance. The guard does not look appeased by your answer. He stands up straighter and crosses his arms in front of his chest, displaying his impressive bulk.
Sorry, pal. No appointment, no entry. You'll have to come back another time when you have one.
Come on, isn't that being a little on the strict side here? I'm just trying to see a friend. Sure, you weren't exactly invited, but that doesn't mean you're not uninvited, right? If you would just reach out to her, she could help straighten this all out.
I'm not your messenger, man. Call her yourself and book an appointment. Otherwise, get lost.
Now you're getting frustrated. Remember this guy. He's not even trying to be reasonable here. All he wants permission is to trespass on private property. What's so illegal about that? You reach out to place a hand on his shoulder just to convey your friendliness and assure him that you are not at all dangerous and totally should be allowed to enter. And before you know it, the world is spinning around you, air rushing past your ears. It's so fast, it takes a moment for your brain to catch up to the situation and realize that the guard has snatched you by the scruff of your hoodie and lifted you off the ground, legs dangling a few feet up in the air as you hang limply from his massive fist like a naughty kitten.
I love the
I love that
imagery.
description.
That's it. You're out of here.
He tosses you through the air as gracefully as a sack of potatoes, sending you flying down the sidewalk, skidding face first along the pavement to a painful halt. Okay, so now your best executed plan. You have to try again once you pick all this gravel out of your face.
Aww.
I like the tire streak as
Yeah.
well.
Mr. Suyo, who did the Volume 7 ink cards, also did these ones, and they did
He's
a
so good.
fantastic
at
job.
faces.
Yeah, there's some really good ones.
Also, so people are talking about the Bucket Hub, and Ari adds Tronly fans. And I just have to say, you know what I think about the idea of a Homestuck OnlyFans. I think I could make some good cash doing a Homestuck OnlyFans. For all of you who went to our secret stream.
Oh God, Anna. We're keeping this a PG-13 stream.
Are we really?
Technically, it's an M-rated game.
Yeah. Okay, I'll narrate for this section so Chrissy, you can voice yourself.
Okay.
Your eyes open to a void of blank white, like a piece of featureless paper, or the center of a galaxy seen from the inside. Strange, because you don't remember closing your eyes. You're not sure where you are or how long you've been here. You don't feel like you're standing on anything other. Your feet weightless. You just exist in this place, like air. You're not sure you like it. Chrissy, this is
Okay.
you. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so not our best outcome back there, huh?
You hear the voice before you see a figure silhouetted by a bright light ahead of you. You're nonplussed, as you're used to weird shit happening at this point. You assume that whatever this is, it just talked to you. How are you supposed to respond again? Can they see you?
Yes, I can see you. I can always see you whenever I wish.
Oh, kind of terrifying in premise, but at least it makes the social interaction a little easier. You nod. Yes, that did not turn out how you would have liked.
What did you want to happen?
Do they even need to ask? Literally anything different.
Yeah, I suppose that was a bit of a stupid question.
Yeah, no shit. What do they think that you're trying to do? Fail for fun here?
I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it. A cornered animal doesn't act rationally, right?
What are you trying to do? Unlock the gallery entries?
Are you trying to actually make informed decisions here? I mean, how would you feel if we all judged you for thinking you were in your right mind when making all those poor decisions?
What do you mean judge? Are these multiple entities tallying up your life choices for something?
Of course there are several of us entities. It wouldn't make sense to just have one in all the timelines. You've already met some of us earlier. What a strange thing to question. I thought you would have followed up with the whole tally accusation.
Oh my god, this is too much to absorb right now. You're gonna shelf the multiple entities spying on me for mysterious reasons and unknown periods of time? Thought box to unpack for another day. But you'll have this guy, person, blowy voice thing, this whatever this is. You'll have them know that this is not easy. You're trying your best out here while being thrown blind into situations with people who you thought valued you, but turns out all outgrew you in their own ways. You never felt like you fit in on Alternia, but that's never been your goal. Even in your homeworld, you were considered a weirdo, but you've never ever felt like the alien you do now.
That's just a typo. that was probably a missing hard term for the character marker for the MSPAR.
No one... I love that. No one wants anything to do with you. No one trusts you like they did before. An animal wouldn't have such despondent feelings from realizing how insignificant they are in their friends' lives, would they?
I said you were an animal. I always said that it's understandable that you would make mistakes. Surely you don't believe us entities to be so completely removed from mortal experience, do you?
To be honest, you still have no idea what this whole talking to someone shiny in space thing is all about. Like, what's their deal? All you know is that all of them are extremely annoying and should just leave you alone if all they're gonna do is judge you.
Wow. Has no one still told you what we are and our purpose?
No, wait, should someone have? Because that would have been really helpful like a dozen trolls ago.
Well, the others haven't said anything, then it probably isn't my place to speak on it.
Seriously? That's bullshit. They can't just tell you that and then not say anything.
Don't worry, the answers will come soon, I'm sure.
If this thing was close enough for you to punch, you would. In a heartbeat. I'm scrungled out again! No! Fuck. Oh shit, I'm gonna unplug the thing again.
But you're ready to go back out there, right?
Yeah.
Let's do this! So much...
But honestly, no. You shrug. You're tired and frustrated, and more than just a bit lonely. You've been doing this all by yourself, and the pressure from only having yourself to rely on? It's a lot. But you also don't want to give up. It's so stupid, but you feel this kernel of hope in you that just won't listen to reason disappear. Despite, you want to try again. Or did you fix your mic?
Do I still sound scrungly? Scrungly.
Good.
Well,
I think it's a stream thing and not a technical like hardware thing. Because like I think
scrungly.
it's
God damn it! Ah!
I think it's a stream. I don't think it's actually the mic.
Is there anything we can do about
I
it?
don't think so. Your connection is surprisingly fast, so it's probably like a YouTube thing. I can read it for now, I guess.
Oh, looks like we're good now.
Okay, cool. YouTube.
Roger! I won't pretend to know that you are facing a difficult journey. There's a lot at stake here, not only for yourself, but for the lives of those you are trying to help. But tomorrow is the day that turns everything around. The next choice you make is what can make all the difference. But you have to keep making choices to do that. With anything worthwhile, you have to keep going even when it's hard to find out how it will end. Aww. Weight of Hope needs to be my dad. So don't lose your hope. Keep trying until you make the right choice.
Alright, this we saw already.
There's a thingy.
Yeah, that is the Chixie. It saves the chitter state at the point where we were. Okay, so now we're gonna wait.
Okay, yes, all signs point to this being the right place, but you don't know if Torona is even in there right now. Going inside and looking in random offices for her would just waste time. Maybe you could wait for a bit and ask someone who comes out about Torona. It's not the best plan, but it's not the absolute worst plan you could come up with either. Well, maybe you could just go up to the front desk and ask. Of course, that depends on them actually being willing to help you. You stand there for a little while debating on your next move when suddenly you hear a familiar voice. It's pitched a bit different from what you remember, but your ears perk up at it nonetheless.
Oh my god. Is that my old assistant?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, Amicia's voice is like nice.
Yeah, the VA did a really good job with that.
It's been so long since we did our audition.
I know.
I've forgotten most of the
their
VA
setup quality got better too.
Yeah.
Like they had a pretty good setup when we auditioned them, but they got like a better mic and everything.
Scrungly Anna is best Anna. You sure about that?
So now we've got Amicia's chitter.
Y'all don't see me. I'm doing like a little chair dance. So I'm like, yes, it's my boy.
The highest pursuit is that of art. Everything that stands in the way of it should be destroyed utterly and without mercy. Commissions are always closed. And
Who wants to voice Amicia in these chits?
There's a ton of chits. Do you want to read the chits? Because there's a lot of them. Also, they have a bunch of no, Torona has a bunch of conversations with like Segura and stuff.
I love that.
Because he's ours.
There's, I mean, do you want to read the chitter posts?
I mean, I like reading the chitter posts.
Okay, sure.
Who wants to voice Amicia here?
It doesn't matter. We've got a lot. We've got Amicia, Gallic, Zebra, Torona. Those are all of them.
Okay, I feel like since you can do Gallic and Zebra,
Yes.
you should do Gallic and Zebra.
Okay.
I'll do Amicia, I guess.
Sure, go for it.
A reminder that I aggressively curate replies. I'm not some second-rate grit streamer here.
Let me know when you'd like dinner. I'm happy to.
The pressures of the digital age have severely throttled my ability to artistically flourish. I miss the hard crafting, the smell of it all, the rush. Not that I'd expect the unwashed masses to understand any of that. Unwashed masses. To be perfectly honest, the idea of churning out mass market appeal dreck for the rest of my life turns my stomach. Hey, I need to know, you've studied philosophy, right?
Yes, I suppose I've studied it to some extent, mainly the old imperial philosophers.
Cool. What'd they have to say on the concept of duty?
That it was the duty of every Alternian to ensure not just the mere survival of the Empire, but the prosperous survival.
Right, hence the art.
Indeed, hence the art. Was there a larger point to this query, or was it merely a prompt for free thought?
You know what, don't even fucking worry about it. Stuck in the same creative block for a week now. Is this really gonna be the rest of my life? The shipment smells wrong. Too many chemicals. Doesn't have the right color to it. I think the phrase, "it's lonely" at the top, but that would be pretentious of me even to suggest.
It's true, though.
Don't you have slaves to go harass?
For the last time, they're being paid in exposure.
Oh god, I hate him. Exposure to what? That abysmal malady you like to call a personality? Oh look, the Kodak effect blocked me like a fucking coward. Nothing like producing cheap garbage for at telling pigtails to make me question my increasingly faint grip on sanity.
Oh, you're being funny. Cute.
Is that anything like what Texas British?
Kinda. You're pretty close.
Sure, let's go with that.
That's when they call it excellent.
All this time, working with me, and she still won't talk about her mysterious benefactor. Why do we require solitude? No one above or below us does, so why? I miss Shahoot. She was one hell of a collaborator. Never mind, I'm feeling weird tonight. I see my former muse has returned. Maybe one day they'll find their way back to me. At Need to Know seems to be in a peculiar mood lately. None of my business.
This is timed around when Volume 1 happens.
Okay, I'm better now. I'm just in the mood to do something creative. And of course, when I say that, she jumps into some more nonsense. At least it keeps me busy. Oh, never mind. I guess he's just not going to talk about it. Hearing rumors about what happened to that former grub tuber. How unfortunate. I can't believe she wants me to help with this asinine project of hers. I feel like a cheap gamblingnant for hire.
You're so damned ass dramatic. You should consider acting.
My mom.
We've got two British teals at last. They're both voiced by Tex.
Yeah.
They're both voiced by Tex.
Yeah.
They're both like Finch's characters.
Every time Tex voices a character, they automatically become British.
You could see him suddenly being on Game of Thrones. I'm like, oh, okay. Game of Thrones via trolls. Let's go.
Oh no.
Alright, back to reading. You look up, and in front of you stands someone familiar. Their shape is different from how you have them in your memory, but you can never forget that blind smile and those round wireframe glasses. Amicia? Amicia grins so hard that their face looks like it'll crack in two.
Oh my gosh, it is you! It's been ages! It is really great and really strange to be seeing your squishy-looking self here.
You smile big too. Yeah, you could say the same.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that cuts off the line.
That's no problem. Okay, cool. You can roll with that. Rolling with things is definitely in your top 10 list of things you like to do. Right up there with making friends, not dying in Sorry, I'm laughing at my life. An interdimensional jurisprudence. Jurisprudence. So, been a while, huh?
I like seeing the couple of lines that I've written in this because I can like remember which ones they are because I recognize I'm like, oh yeah, I wrote that.
You wrote the interdimensional jurisprudence?
Yes. That was to, because we needed something to quickly, like, introduce the fact that Amicia is transmask and just, like, get that, into MSPAR's brain.
Yes. This is a nice segue.
Yeah.
Yes, it has. A few periges now, which is quite significant. A lot has changed since I've last seen you around here.
Oh, don't worry. You have become very well acquainted with the differences that have taken place on and off Alternia since your last visit. This whole trip has been one learning curve after another. Places and things you've seen have been, in a word, wild.
Indeed, I am thrilled to be in your presence once again. Though I am curious, what brings you here?
Well, it's a long story.
No,
It all started...
here, specifically. This isn't really an area the city trolls find particularly interesting and wander around in. It's quite boring here, actually. Browns and grays usually are.
Oh, well, that's a much shorter story. You're out searching for your friends, like Amicia. Amicia's eyes light up as you say that, suddenly excited.
Really? You were looking for me? Specifically?
Why, of course, you could come to see your friends here and not have
really.
Amicia on that.
We were only in each other's company for a very limited period of time.
Okay, Amicia at the very least knows of you and must know that you take your friendship very, very seriously. Some would argue to the point of obsession, but that is not the conversation right now. You actually have something really important you'd like to talk about with him. Like life-changing important, but good life-changing important. Did Amicia know someone of the two who could talk, maybe his hive or an alley or something? It's not sketchy at all.
Absolutely! I bet we have lots and lots to talk about. We should just head up to my work office there across the street. Torona won't mind us being there at all.
Wait, Torona's up there? Torona Kasoon?
Yep, Torona and I have been sharing the office for our work on her publication. You've heard of it, right? Kasoon's King Words?
Yes, you have. You're not very well versed on it, but you are aware of its existence.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty popular in the last perigee. She's practically glued there, like, all the time. I actually glued her to her chair once, and she didn't even notice for 5 hours. It was great.
Did, Torona think that was great too?
Nope, she was extremely upset. I've never seen her face turn so blue before. If only I could use it as paint.
Honestly, I gotta say, like, these are very convincingly written, like, 17 and a half-year-olds. Like, they're such little shits to each other.
Also, that paint line answers General Matuna's question. Does he still kill trolls for paint?
You can ask him about it later.
Nice.
The answer is...
I like the line, he kind of looks like someone's really smart and kind of creepy uncle.
Now.
Yeah!
And what Charlotte says, he kind of looks like someone's really smart and kind of creepy uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Suddenly Amicia goes from 100 to 1, his peppiness shifting to suspicion in an instant.
Why would you want to know that? I thought you said you were here for me specifically.
You feel a spike of anxiety as Amicia looks you over. If you want things to keep running smoothly, you'll probably have to hide the fact that the only reason you came to this part of the town was to find Torona, and he hadn't crossed your mind until you had laid eyes on him again. Dun dun dun. Oh, no special reason. Amicia is a priority, of course. But you also had plans to see Torona as well. The fact that she's here just means that those plans can happen sooner rather than later. Just like the plans you totally had for finding Amicia were happening faster than expected as well. That's mouthful. This seems to assuage Amicia. His posture relaxes and he is back to smiling self.
No problem. I'm glad I'm still a priority to you even after all this time. Otherwise, I totally would not let you go up there with me. We have a strict no visitor policy, but not a no friend policy.
I love the delivery on that.
That's such a tee voice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. You're my friend. I like you.
I can give you an extra hostess cupcake. The teacher doesn't even know we're passing notes. Of course. Definitely don't want him to think that now.
Well, no need to dilly-dally. This way! Ooh, this is exciting! This day was seeming so blah and dull before, but now you're here and everything's interesting again.
Amicia takes you through the entrance. You pass a very large and scary-looking security guard. Amicia waving to indicate that you're with him. He leads you inside one of the elevators and presses the button for the floor. You go up to the top floor and the doors open to an impressive-looking office space. Ooh. The posters in the back are great. I hadn't seen this artwork yet. I also love the I Love Trizza mug and the bobblehead. Is that a Funko Pop head of Trizza?
Yes, I think it is. Well, not quite a Funko Pop because it has normal eyes.
Okay, but I love that.
That is good.
They sell Funko Pop. That means Funko Pops canonically exist on Alternian, which is horrible.
The office is smaller and more fancy looking than the outside of the building would have suggested. You tell Amicia this and he chuckles.
Alright, I'm going to save and we'll listen to the tour section for this.
Teroy McClure.
Teroy McClure.
Welcome to the offices of Kassoon's Keen Words, one of the premier imperially sanctioned media outlets in Everdim. Like all good Tealbloods, Ms. Kassoon has spent her time on Alternia in productive service to the Empire, and KKW is her legacy. A legacy which will definitely ensure favor with the Empire when Ms. Kassoon finally passes her ordeals and goes off-world. This message has been paid for by Kassoon's Keen Words and approved by the Everdim Greater Metropolitan District Bureau of Tourism and Propaganda.
Yes, I had the same impression myself the first time I visited here. The view is kind of shitty, corporate buildings are never pretty, but at least my art can add some fun around here.
Amicia gestures to the walls. You're about to say something when someone shouts over the two of you.
Amicia?
Shouts over to
Who are you talking to? Did you bring someone up here with you? You know that we don't allow visitor. Oh my Empress! It's you! You're actually here!
Oh, that's definitely if Terezi and Stelsa had a baby. Also, of course the violent dystopia has Funko Pops. Yes.
So now we've got, one new tweet from Amicia.
My old friend at Alien Invasion 1 is back to hang out. Can't wait to make some art together and catch up on old times. I'm so not lonely right now.
And we've got Tarona's various things.
British time.
We've got an Ardata, more zebra, and Tagora, and Amicia.
At Best Car Gorgor, can you recommend a good personal leisure lacerator? I've got a personal legal issue.
My consultation rate for advice is 1,500 kagers per hour.
Ugh, never mind.
Cheapskate.
Attention haters, Kassoon's Keen Words has some serious connections in the Indigo community.
No, you don't.
You're not helping. Checked out a show at the Codex Effect Lilting there. All I can say is that I was all that impressed. Tacky and overdone.
What's wrong, babe?
You can see my gripe review. Your whole theme is gross. I don't want to think about low bloods when I'm trying to relax. Not only that, but your main singer, Aunt Trixie, is just not that talented.
Yeah, well, she's the talent that people pay to see.
Never mind. I've said what I need to say. My audience includes a lot of high blood, so you might want to watch it.
Sure, babe. Whatever you say.
Her quirk is so fucking hard to read.
Hope I don't get assigned to the boring-ass Eusticia when I pass my ordeals.
You don't want to see Stelsa again? I like the thought, I like the headcanon that Terona and Stelsa were, like, kind of close in a, like, older sister kind of way. And, aw, Terona, you don't want to see your big sister?
At Commander Carmia, do you have a minute to chat with my audience about your work for the Fleet Propaganda Division?
Don't push your luck.
Really hope that at Real Trizza Tethys recognizes the talent that I can provide. Okay, at Better Call Gorgor, I think I might be willing to talk rates now.
Actually, now isn't necessarily the best time for that particular discussion.
Not feeling very inspired lately. Kind of useless, actually. Lol, just kidding, I'm fine and I love how things are going. Think thinking about starting a GrubTube channel for Kassoon's Keen Words. Increase our reach. Personal brand recognition is so important. That's why it's Kassoon's Keen Words and not something generic. Not sure how I'm supposed to meet deadlines when my visual artists are so unmotivated.
You could always do the art yourself.
Editor-in-Chief for Kassoon's Keen Words. Opinions are my own. Reachits aren't endorsements either. Likes aren't endorsements.
Ooh, that's a hard quirk.
It's such a hard quirk to read. You can turn quirks off in the menu, but we're doing the original experience.
Sharona, it's been too long. You're really glad to see that she seems to be doing well.
I could say the same about you. I thought for sure the drones had killed you. It feels like a miracle that you're even alive still, let alone here.
Why does everyone keep thinking you're so easily killable? I'd like to think that by now you're someone out of street cred having survived as long as you have. Could you at least be considered only mostly easy to kill?
Not until you lose that fleshy physique and helpless look on your face. Your resemblance to an infant quack beast makes you seem exceptionally fragile.
Ah, figures. I gotta say, guys, she was so much fun to write for.
Yeah.
General Matuna says, Torona is Stelsa and Tizius' gremlin daughter.
She's such a little shit. I love her.
Or is she Tagora's gremlin daughter?
She's Tagora's gremlin daughter.
Have you guys seen that one art from a while ago where it's Tagora holding a tiny Torona and she's wearing a shirt that says Daddy's Little Capitalist?
Oh my god. They are very similar.
Lawyers can be sometimes.
I like the timing on the Tagora tweet that says, hey, yeah, I'll help out, but I'm being shot at right now. Hold on.
I'll make money, but just wait until I survive.
Well, that's timed to about 3 cycles ago is when Volume 1 was happening, so that's like when Tagora was being accused of murder.
I'll take your money when my mate Sprit isn't holding a gun at my head. Or
Kisnessa.
Listen, I had cannon the mate Sprit.
They can vacillate. Actually, wait, that's a big part of the plot of Volume 1.
Yeah, they totally fucking vacillate.
So what is she doing here? This seems pretty far from the Teal Blood Law offices.
That place? I've outgrown it. Someone as talented as myself just can't pursue one career their whole life. I needed to branch out and flex my brilliance in other ways outside the law. To do that, I needed a bigger space to run my greatest operation to date.
She looks like the gremlin cat with like the knife cat.
I love how even in this new art style, Torona still has a little uwu face.
Yeah. Pete Pamda did these sprites, and they did a really good job with the like, they have a very like expressive style. They're the artists that did the art for Purim and Befriendus. They actually did a cover for one of the official like albums. And they've done a bunch of sprites for our game, including like some of the ones from Volume 7, and they also did the ones from Volume 9 as well.
Nice.
So, I moved my office here, where I can make my mark on Alternian history by running the most sensational publication the planet has ever seen.
You're sorry, you're not sure you heard her right. Did you just say sensational publication?
Of course it's sensational! Kassoon's Keen Words is your ultimate digital source for any and all relevant Alternian news. From the glory of her condescension's army's exploits to the latest Griktok trends featuring cute purbeasts in imperial outfits, we're ready to shove it down your chagrin tunnels in easy, bit-sized reading chunks. All the gore, all the gossip, all published onto the internet by yours truly for the public good. And Amicia.
Wow, that sounds... It certainly sounds. Yeah.
It certainly does, doesn't it? It's my greatest achievement to this date. Over 30,000 weekly subscribers and still growing. I assume you had my assistant take you up here because you're a fan. Right?
Where does Amicia's style turn strained? His chipper tone takes on an annoyed note as he responds to Torona.
Friendly reminder that I am not your assistant. co-worker and art director. Remember? I do all your layout and manage all our artwork.
Of course, that's what I said.
We both know that you didn't, but alright. I will look past it. For now. And I didn't take them up here for you. They're here because they have something important to talk about with me. And also, apparently.
What? You need to talk with both of us. What for?
Don't worry, it's not about anything bad.
So, is it about something good then?
Well, no, not exactly. However, with some hard work and a can-do attitude, it should be able to become a good thing that ends positively for everyone.
That sounds incredibly inefficient and unreliable for achieving your desired result from this.
Look, it'll make more sense. It'll make sense once you explain it. Would they mind taking seats in those chairs over there? This might take a while to explain. Easy if you want to share a look, but grab chairs and take seats regardless. You explain to them the situation. Quote unquote, the entire game. Go through your usual song and dance about the lock timeline, it's down to the science at this point, with the highlights and establish fact that you are not, in fact, completely out of your mind. When you get to the part about scratching the felt mansion, you see Toronto sit up. Probably something worth unpacking later.
Chrissy, question: is your mic a little bit obscured?
I know I might have just backed up a little bit. How's this?
Oh, much better. Yeah.
That is better. Yeah.
There, I leaned back.
Sorry.
You know, no one can see me. I do like the Powerpuff Girl vibes comment.
Yes, she does kind of give My Life as a Teenage Robot vibes.
It's the blue with the spiky pigtails.
With the pigtails. And the fact that the pigtails aren't exactly attached to her head, too.
The more I see this, though, the more I'm so freaking proud of my Twitter handles for these characters.
Mm-hmm.
The telling pigtails, I'm just... Oh.
That was very good.
Given your specific audience, you decide to keep the whole working with the riddles thing quiet for now. Better safe than sorry, especially given how much Torona seems to love the Empire. As you wrap up your spiel, Torona makes you look at you, awestruck. You can't blame them, you just lay down some pretty heavy stuff. Timelines, Fritzy powers, etc. They're both quiet for a long moment, letting your words sink in.
Important question. You keep saying that this locked timeline is safe. What do you mean?
Well, safe in general. Safe from the Empire, from the dangers of Alternia, etc.
Is that it?
Pardon?
That's all that makes this place special. That's actually kind of lame, all things considered.
Did you just miss one of your many times of stating how unsafe this timeline is for literally everyone and how secure yours is? How her life won't be in danger all the time from things like acid-spitting plants and the de-evaluation of life from heartless social hierarchy constructs?
I know what you said, but why would we need to be safe from the Empire? I don't feel like I'm in danger here. And you're not even totally sure how to get to your timeline, or even if you can. None of that is as safe as how I am now, or would be in the future here as an important tool in the Empress's service.
Look, you know how it sounds and that you're asking a really big ask out of the blue here, but you're positive that it's the right move for everyone to take.
But it might not be, though. Especially if there's no guarantee that I'll get there in the first place with your powers deciding to go on break.
But at least in yours, she's guaranteed a future. And the power thing is temporary, at least you're pretty sure it is. The point is, we got this. Probably. You look over at Amicia, who has been unusually quiet during this whole thing. His expression is pensive, and you can't tell which way he's leaning on this. What does he think about your offer? Does it seem to make sense to him?
It's like you said. A really big ask. I believe you, but I don't know.
Would we be able to continue the publication in this new timeline?
You guess? You don't see why not. People still be able to read and watch news, but the whole point of your new timeline is that there being no Empire, so she might need to rethink her source material.
That's impossible. We couldn't.
Amicia seems to find that funny and starts to giggle.
Why not? Maybe we could even have it involve actual journalism longer than 2 sentences in each article.
We've been over this. Several studies show that most trolls only ever look at a post on their palm husk for less than 2 seconds. The articles have to be short, so people won't get bored when reading. And we wouldn't continue it there, because we can't change the subject material. The Empire is the beating heart of this publication.
It's Milo!
If we don't have an empire in this magic happy-dappy world, then we can't have a publication. I've worked hard to create this. I'm not about to abandon it all because someone says my world sucks and I need to ditch it.
Hey, okay, don't get heated. You weren't trying to insult anyone or suggest ending anything. Maybe turn on me so he can give you a tour of their base of operations, explain to you what they do. You literally have no idea how any of this works, and maybe you can understand them better and might be able to help them figure things out to help with moving to the new timeline. God, I need dad commas. Who knows? It might even be able to... Ooh, pardon me. Who knows? It might even be able... You might... Who knows? You might even be able... Wow, the sentence makes no sense. To be improved by switching timelines.
Makes sense. It might even be able to be improved.
Yeah.
I need some more convincing before I agree to go anywhere. But I'm always ready to talk about myself.
Also, some people have been talking in the chat about how much they love Tarona's design because there's no skinny washing that happened.
Yeah. So the original design, so we actually had one of our artists, Kansas, who also did the like council sprites, but they did a couple of concept drawings. So they actually came up with the concept for Daria's new design, and also Tarona's new design, and Amesia's new design. So they did the concept for those 3 characters, and then Pam like took the concept and interpreted it. So.
Also, General Matuna wants to know if Amesia is still in contact with Shahud. He is not.
He's
Shahud
not.
is
Yeah.
not able to contact.
You can ask him about it later, and he does mention it. So like the purples are like you've intentionally not been given a lot of information about what's happening with them. The only one who like has any real contact with the outside world currently is Marvis, who posts on Chitter. But like the purples are off-world and somewhere else, which you'll find out in a few volumes.
That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, like that's a lot of because a lot of characters have ascended, but also like we found out that Karako was taken with them. So the purples aren't necessarily adhering to the same like rules about ascension as the other blood castes.
Poor Rania.
Yeah. Because
I want to reunite her with Karako.
Promised that you'd like try to find out what happened to Karako.
I'll allow a tour. The office is pretty tight though for 3 people. Only one of us will be able to comfortably show you around. The other should leave for a bit.
That's actually a good idea from you, Tarona. The other can go grab lunch or do something equally inconsequential.
Agreed! I'm glad we agree you should leave for a bit.
No. I think we agree it should be you who leaves.
Then I guess we don't actually agree on this.
That seems to be the case. Tell us, friend, since we can't decide. Who would you like to receive the tour from?
They're such little bitches to each other.
I know, they're such shits.
Writing their interactions was also a lot of fun. Like, because they're young people who, like, the tension is strong.
They act like siblings. They act a lot like siblings.
If siblings were forced to work in a publication office together.
No, siblings actually have to get work done, and that's...
Yeah.
You can't just goof. There won't be an older one that comes in and helps. Tarona's glaring daggers at Amesia, who smiles away at you and pretends not to notice. Seems like if you want to get Tarona to the Alternia, she might take some more convincing. As neither of these 2 are exactly rebel.
Oh, that should be Anne. That's a typo.
Then again, neither was Galactic. Maybe not working for the Empire is better than nothing. maybe you put your head together with Amicia, the two of you could figure out how to convince Torona to abandon the Empire even if she's staying on Alternian. You gulp, suddenly feeling a spike of anxiety. You have a feeling that this might be a big decision.
I want to save. This is probably the most obscure of the choices as far as which, because this is the branch between Salvation and Revolution, and we're gonna do Amicia.
It's probably the biggest choice the person can make in the game, because this will determine what ending you can receive.
Yeah.
Branch. It's when you're at this level that lets you do that. But I like to think both were very interesting and both lead to good endings.
Yeah, no, they're both good, and also you'll get the same dialogue tree thing with Amicia in both routes now, because that was pretty generic. There's a couple differences, I think, based on which path you're on, but for the most part, you get the same choices.
Neat. Okay. It might be better to start things off with an outside perspective of what Torona's been up to. It could give you a better idea on how to confront her about the troublesome Grump Post. Plus, it'll give you better insight into Amicia's place in all this. You could kill two birds with one stone with this choice. Well, since Amicia brought you up here, you might as well get first dibs on showing you around the office.
Okay.
Take the mic off.
Yeah. Sorry, Anna's gonna step away really.
I don't want to bring you with me with the mic attached to me.
All right.
What's dibs?
Yeah. I've got the. Her hair is what's his face? Honorable Tyranny's horns. Yeah.
Oh, it's a saying from your world. It means to carve out first claim to something before anyone else can get it. Whoever calls out dibs first gets first choice over a thing.
And your people honor that verbal announcement with no shows of physical strength or acknowledgement of social hierarchy?
Yep, it's an unwritten social rule that people should respect the right of dibs.
That sounds like a completely arbitrary and somewhat nonsensical method of giving preference to someone. But if it makes you happy and it means I win, then I call the dibs away.
Pushing a quick smile before you glance over Torona. She doesn't look thrilled with the choice.
Well, if that's how you want to handle this, I won't put up a fuss. Amicia should be able to give a passable tour and everything. Though, when I return, I'll be sure to go over anything that requires more nuanced detail on the more cerebral parts of our operation.
No worries, even a grub can understand those, Torona. I'll be sure to do a good job showing our friend here all that's worth knowing.
It's around lunchtime anyway. I'll be at the cafe around the block and will return once I'm finished. I'll be back in exactly 29 minutes. Try not to break or touch anything important while I'm gone.
Okay, not the greatest reaction you could have gotten from that, but certainly not as bad as it could have been. Plus, shouldn't even look that bad. It's good work. Amicia smiling excitedly.
So, you've come all this way. I've got loads of things to say about this place. What do you want to hear?
One thing I will say is the music for this, each character's got two themes, like a sort of a slower and a faster one, and then there's a combined theme that were all composed by the same person. These are all DBNet 18.
I hear the beat for that. That's nice.
So yeah, that was sort of one of the ideas here, was to give them very unique musical identities.
Good question. You look around, considering your choices.
Also, I like that these two sections, they're completely different takes on the same object. So, Torona is talking about how great everything is, and Amicia's like, yeah, look at this crap.
Like I said, siblings, and also
Yeah.
two very distinct abilities. Now, Chris, would you like to try giving narration a try?
Yeah, why not?
Join on
you didn't
in.
know.
Illegal guest time, let's go!
Put me in, coach. Whoa, you didn't know trolls played billiards. What was it doing in a publications office?
I don't know what billiards is, but if you're referring to the table in the corner there, it's just a decoration Torona brought in. She's had it here since she first bought the office space.
Mavuk says, maybe Torona is secretly Vriska and Terezi's daughter.
Oh, the Vrisrezi daughter.
The Vrisrezi daughter. It doesn't work in the timeline, though, because we went with the idea that this takes place like hundreds of years before Homestuck.
Huh. She didn't strike you as the type to just have things around for fun. Did Amicia think so too?
Spending time thinking about Torona's decor choices for the office is not a priority of mine. Aside from displaying my artwork here, I don't really care what she does in regards to decoration. Though I will admit the table is weird. I've never even seen her play with it, and she gets really mad when I pretend to touch it, which is often, because it's entertaining. She told me that it's supposed to be a reminder of a friend or something. How or why? No clue.
It's the fucking Volume 7 trailer music.
Yeah, we used a bunch of these songs for trailers.
Also, it's Mindfang Redware's child.
Yes.
Teresa and Amalia had a kid.
Oh god, I hate it.
Teresa's supposed to be with Mara.
That's, well, not necessarily weird because you've seen weird on Alternia, but you suppose it's a nice gesture on her part. Didn't Amicia keep any sentimental objects that reminded them of his own friends? Amicia turns crestfallen at your question.
Oh, no, I don't. Not really. I've never really been given any.
Okay, clearly touching on a sensitive topic here. You decide to put a pin on this and move on with the rest of the floor.
Bobblehead.
And over there is Torona's bobblehead of Triza.
Okay, what makes it noteworthy?
Nothing at all. It's just another strange symbolic item she keeps around. She says since the publication serves Triza and the Empire, we need a physical reminder of her around.
Oh, okay, you can get that. You didn't even know that they made bobbleheads of her.
Boobleheads.
So does that mean that her tits bounce?
What?
Okay, you could fix that typo in the next patch, or you could keep it in forever.
I mean, that's a pretty funny typo.
Triza merch comes in every shape and form. Hats, mugs, t-shirts, sticky notes, slippers, even nub rings.
What were you gonna say, Chrissy?
Don't tell Chris what nub rings are!
One can infer. Wow, extensive.
Hey, it's an M-rated game.
It is an M-rated game.
I made, like, way more sex jokes in Volume 6.
And Volume 7.
Is.
And
I'm
Volume
pretty
7.
sure Torona owns at least one of everything.
Everyone's like, what is a nub ring? Ah!
Skyclare can infer.
You had no idea Torona was such a big Triza fan.
Indeed, she is a very big Empire fan. She'll support anything that is done in the name of the Empire. She does all the usual flashy things that showy loyal subjects do, like liking and reposting things from Triza, even if her posting style has been no fun lately.
But is it Triza or Triza?
It's Triza, but, like, whatever.
Okay.
What does he mean by that?
Triza's posts have been a lot more boring. No pizzazz anymore. Like a robot, really.
No, you meant about Torona being showy. What does Amicia mean by that?
I'm not claiming that she isn't loyal to the Empire, but as someone who has spent far too much time with her, she is definitely pushing for someone high up the Imperial food chain to notice her work for promoting the Empire. One time one of Triza's flunkies liked a post, and you would have thought her pusher would have burst.
That makes things harder for you to convince Torona to leave with you if she feels that attached to all this.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if you can pull that off as well. You must give me the play-by-play after your several attempts of pleading with her. Knowing you, you are going to be frustratingly persistent about it.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
What's a vote?
You'll explain later. God, Alternian sucks.
Oh, more strange alien phrases. I love it. They're so frustratingly yet delightfully confusing.
Moving on.
Posters. Oh wait, we gotta.
Telling pigtails. Did you know someone just broke your bobblehead?
What?
What a
Oh, fucking kill that piece of grub shit.
Just kidding.
Oh, that never gets old.
I know, right?
So are all the posters here Amicia's artwork?
Correct. It was all created by my hand in my studio. Either hand-painted or photographed and then edited.
It's very good. A bit on the wild side for your taste, but you're happy to see that Amicia is still pursuing.
Of course I am. It's part of my cast to contribute to the arts and help expand our culture.
But does expanding culture involve making artwork for Toronto's digital publication? Or publication doesn't strike you as highbrow content?
Definitely not. Toronto's writing is like grub candy. Very sweet and enticing, but not at all satisfying for long or good for your intelligence nutritionally.
Then why doesn't Amicia work with Toronto? It doesn't sound like Amicia really likes what Toronto's posting here, or finds it helping to expand culture.
Graphic
On the
design
contrary,
is his
I think
passion.
we're contributing a lot to our current culture.
Graphic design is my passion. You're not following it.
When you say culture, I can tell you're thinking of museums and various collections of stuff that others have labeled as important. That's not culture, that's an archive. Things that were once part of our culture. Culture is what we make now and what we're living now. And right now, we're living in Kasun's keen words. That's why I'm here. Sure, her articles are more like glorified fucking memes than journalism, but they're reaching people I couldn't on my own, even as a high blood. When I ascend, I probably won't have the pleasure of seeing people react to what I make firsthand like this. We're isolated when we ascend, you see, to concentrate on our art. We don't get to know what people think about our creations, so we keep our inspiration in its purest form without the taint of outside opinion.
Oh shit! It's fucking Blue Blood Ascension headcanons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all we knew about Ascension-wise for Blue Blood so far was Galec's fucking CIA job.
And he's pretty isolated too. Like, MSPAR comments on that at some point. Because, like, he's not really, like... Yeah, he does interact with other people, but, like, not in a way that allows him to be open with them.
Oh, that's kind of sad when you think about it. You couldn't imagine what it would be like to create your passion and never know what the world thought about it. But considering Alternian and its treatment of its people, you can't necessarily say you're surprised. Casual cruelty is a daily occurrence.
You get some idea of, like, Cerulean Ascension if you talk to Elward when she's not, like, on the path to talking to Chixie about her feelings, because she's all depressed and she talks about, like, basically being a privateer.
Oh god, they're calling you a Christmas dude.
You know what? They feel pretty pissed.
Oh no! They're underage!
You have to
Yeah,
know,
but they're both
Amicia,
the
like,
same.
Yeah, they're the same age, more or less. They're, like, a couple months off of each other.
I like they're arguing about this. Can aliens do it? Let's hear
Being a cop is my passion. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Harry, no.
You have to know, does Amicia like making pro-Empire art?
My personal studio work and what I make for Torona have distinct differences. Anything I make is great, even if the subject material is not my inspired choice. I like to let the paint sing to me and tell me what it wants to be on the canvas. Having an instructed muse to be inspired from is tricky for me, but certainly not impossible, as you can see along the walls here. Now, I think we've exhausted this topic. Shall we move on with the tour?
That's probably the best answer you're going to get from them. You nod, deciding to drop the topic for now.
Great. Let's look at what's next.
Computer.
I must show you the
Yay!
office, Husktop. It would be a pretty sucky tour if you only learned about the items that were easy to spot in the room at first glance.
That would be pretty sucky, like an amateur visual novel game.
I know. Thankfully, we don't know any of those. Let's take a look. As you can see, we have a lot going on. Well, Torona does. Anything you see in Indigo there are my art due dates. As you see, my schedule is fairly lenient, since I like to take my time. Hate to rush creation, you know?
I like that, like, I just mocked this up in Google Calendar and then photoshopped it, but I forgot to put Indigo on there, so basically he has nothing to do. And the fucking tabs at the top.
What do they say?
Google how to get people something. Chitter, Torona Kassoon. Grelp, the lilting mare is something. GrubTube, Kassoon's keen words. Gricktalk, Torona Kassoon. Google how to influence something. Fox News, Rebels Invade something. Trizateptus.com, Google Docs, and Google Calendar.
Wait, does it just straight up say Fox News? There's no, like,
it
fun.
just says Fox News.
Fox News.
Sure, but does that mean Torona did all the other stuff written here? It seems like a lot for one person to handle.
Oh, she loves being in charge. She once told me having almost complete control over every single aspect of the publication is one of her favorite parts about all this. Makes it feel more like hers, if that makes sense.
How does she have the time with this and her studies, though? You know some teals have seen the workloads they get assigned. They barely have time to sleep, let alone start a whole publication like this.
No idea. She never talks about it with me. Why would she?
Is Amicia a drop, or not Amicia, is Torona a dropout?
I mean, yeah, I guess she is, because she never finished, like, the, whatever they call it, school feeding.
Torona's a law school dropout.
Yeah.
Youth school dropout, law school dropout. Oh my gosh, someone make a parody of this law school dropout.
I guess she's not quite a law school dropout. She's like a pre-law dropout because she hasn't gone through Ascension yet.
She didn't do Debate 101.
She dropped out of the debate club.
Actually, you can totally believe that. You'll have to ask her about it when she comes back. Theseus has made it sound like it was really important for teals to stay on top of their studies if they wanted to have good outcomes later in life. You look over the calendar and see a few dates for some teal tests penciled in, which is a good sign that she's managing some sort of work-school life balance. And then you notice the huge circled date that says "Bye-bye, Rebels" on it. And it's all you can look at because it's scheduled to go out tomorrow night.
Hey,
Tex
you
is
got
here!
real quiet. Is
Oh,
that still
shit.
an unusual thing for you to become?
Well, you're fine, really. Just thinking.
Hello, Tex. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to see your own voice be used. Everybody likes it.
Could Amicia tell you a little bit more about that date there? The big, scary, circled one?
Oh, that's the next big post Torona's planned. She says it's going to be one of the publication's most viral posts yet. She even paid for big promotional pushes on the large social media platforms to have it get even more exposure than usual. It's still not finished though, it's still in the proof stage. I'd show them to you, but they haven't arrived at my hive yet. Once they do, I can approve them for the article. You'd like these photos. I found some really nice ways of adding lots of color and movement to a rather dull scene. Really elevating it.
Elevating how?
I drew flames onto it, like you'd see on a speed scuttle buggy. Nothing moves as fast as those, right?
Yeah, but why would he add those?
I just said to add some color. Also because the article is supposed to be deadly somehow. Not quite sure how it is though. You'll have to ask Torona that later.
You nod, feeling your guts cringe on the inside. Flames with the phrase "Bye-bye, Rebels" next to it did not bode well for this being beneficial for the revolution. But he's right though, you really, really need to talk to Torona.
The face you're making tells me it's time to talk about something else. Let's move on.
Oops, guess you were cringing on the outside too.
Well, that's everything I can think of that's worth mentioning.
What? That's it? Really?
What were you expecting? We're a two-troll operation. We might be trending, but there's not a lot to it. We mainly work on our husk tops. It's honestly impressive I had this much to show you.
Yeah, but from the way Torona talked about it, it sounded like there would be more.
Torona will sell you the planet if she could.
True, but I guess you can't blame her for wanting to hype this up. This is something she works on hard. You can't say you're a fan of the subject material she focuses on, but you have to admit that her tenacity is impressive.
I suppose. As an artist, I can't say I don't have some begrudging respect for what she has managed to pull off here. The majority of the top-ranking publications are run by indigos. Having a teal founder is a bit of a novelty.
You notice that Amicia keeps referring to Torona's publication as her thing. They're both behind this. Why doesn't he think of it as their thing? Amicia shrugs.
I joined on later when she was putting ads out for a high blood artist to join. And it's something I'm a part of, but not necessarily something I feel particularly attached to. This isn't an extension of me, like an arm or something. Not to mention that Torona has made it clear on more than one occasion that she considers this to be only her publication. I'm just help.
But hasn't he been putting in just as much work as her? Shouldn't he want to put his name to this as well?
As long as I get credited for my work and we get good reviews, I'm happy. I wouldn't want to get noticed for crap. Then I wouldn't be happy and there would be problems. Besides, it's not like I'll be working on this much longer with her anyway. I'll be ascending soon and she'll have to find a new artist to torture. What happens between now and then doesn't really matter to me.
That doesn't bother him? That he doesn't care that much about what happens with this? For himself?
I mean, why should I? Everything is going to change for me soon anyway. Why make things more complicated by getting attached to things I'm going to be forced to abandon? Trolls will still get their Imperial news one way or the other, with or without my help.
Didn't he say earlier that Kasum's keen words is part of current culture or something weird like that?
Yeah, I can't deny we have a colorful following.
Doesn't that mean that what he's helping to publish here affects a fairly large portion of the population?
Probably. Torona would know more about that than me, though. Statistics are absolutely no fun.
Oh, by the way, if you guys hear anything extra, my roommate Rhea just came in. Say hi to the stream.
Yo, what's up? Hi, Rhea!
Well, from what you've seen, this publication can't be producing anything beneficial for its readership. How can he be okay with not caring about how it could be affecting the lives of hundreds of trolls?
Well, I don't really think about them, so that's why. And we're not doing anything worse than any of the other pro-Empire platforms out there. Though we have way better art, of course.
That doesn't mean you're not right. Amicia should give a crap about what he's helping to support here, especially if it's for something like the Empire, which is actively hurting people.
You're starting to get annoying. You just don't understand how this works.
You think you understand just fine. It's Amicia who doesn't seem to understand the ramifications of what he's doing.
You know, if I knew that if I told you all this, you were just going to insult me like I was some wiggler being scolded by my luces for taking too many Snicker grub keys out of the grub key jar, I don't think I wouldn't have brought you up here. We should have just gone in an alleyway of something like you suggested. You're much nicer when you know less about me.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have come here at all then, if all you were going to find out by coming here is how low Amicia would bring himself just for someone to notice him. Amicia takes a step back from you, looking shocked and angered. He looks like he might yell or maybe even hit you, but this conversation has really riled you up, and you're raring for a fight. You brace yourself, gritting your teeth and preparing to feel pain. You meet his stare and lean forward slightly, daring him to strike you. But then his shoulders lowered, tension leaving him. And he looks sadder now, like he made a decision to be on the losing side of this. He didn't say a thing or lay a finger on you, and for some reason, that hurts.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have come.
Before you're able to respond, you hear the elevator doors open.
28 minutes and 6 seconds. A new personal best for me. Not bad, Amicia?
You and Torona watch Amicia suddenly leave the office. The elevator doors digging shut behind him.
We made
Torona
Uncle
looks
mad.
He angry.
He's not happy about this. Well, that was a pretty bad word. Torona looks over at you confused.
How did the tour go?
Fine, just fine, but I think you might have said something stupid and hurt Amicia's feelings for an accident and made him run off.
Yeah, those sound like things that would happen with you two left alone.
But still, you don't want to do that. Maybe you should go after him.
Don't worry about it. Amicia is a great artist, but he still has an artist's temperament, if you know what I mean.
Actually, no. What does that mean?
I mean, he's moody. Or sensitive, if you want to be a little nicer about it. I wouldn't take anything he says or does personally. You were probably behaving perfectly reasonably, and he overreacted. Give him some space, and he'll get over it eventually.
Torona's such a little dick.
She is.
Because he's like that with me all the time. You saw him earlier when you first came in. I was behaving perfectly earlier, being the picture of managerial prowess. And he's disrespectful right to my face. Unbelievable, right?
You're not really sure what to think about that. You've literally just run into them and have seen them interact like once or twice, maybe so far.
I wish you could have seen us earlier when we first started working together. We cooperated a lot more then. Then all of a sudden he became more mischievous, and we've been more combative since then.
Does she have any idea on what might have caused the shift?
Texas,
Not a clue. His workload got kind of heavier when we started to really take off, but nothing too strenuous that one troll couldn't handle. I'm guessing quadrant issues.
Tex says, I needed everyone to know that I put about 60% of my Terezi into Friendsim.
Yeah, that tracks.
We were saying that Torona sounds like if Terezi and Stelsa had a baby.
Yeah.
But he'll calm down. He has to. Just give him some time.
We'd rather speak with him right now and get this sorted out, but you suppose now that she knows him better, then you should listen to her on this.
Exactly. I'm glad you're being reasonable here. And in the meantime, you're more than welcome to chat with me. We haven't had our time to talk about all my achievements while you've been away yet.
Yeah, actually have a lot you want to talk about with her, but maybe they shouldn't do it here. Maybe you two could go for a walk?
Fine with me. Did you have any particular place in mind?
Nope. Anywhere will do. Need some fresh air. I've been cooped up in this office for a while now, and the feelings of Jesse's appearance here are still weighing kind of heavy on you. The change of scenery would push me right up.
I see. That shouldn't be a problem. A stroll through Everdim should do the trick. Follow me. I know a nice little way we can take.
And follow her you do. Torona leaves you out of the office and speaks to Everdim, chatting away about herself.
And that's when Kassoon's Keen Words was awarded Most Forward-Thinking Media of the Perigee, which I'm sure you're aware is a huge accomplishment.
Great, that's really great. Would it be okay if you could say, like, anything?
Sure. Go ahead.
You've had something on your mind since before. Amicia had a pretty big thing being published tomorrow by publications, something involving rebels. Could she tell you more about that?
Oh, the Bye Bye Rebels article. I really impressed myself when I came up with that one. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Maybe to some individuals?
Well, to me, it's clever. I'm sure my readers will agree when they see it. Well, if we can. We're still waiting on the photo proofs to arrive. Amicia needs to look over those and make sure there are no mistakes before we publish.
exactly is it supposed to be about anyway? You had to ask him easier, but he didn't seem to know too much about it.
Ugh, that's another annoying thing about him. He never bothers to learn our posting schedule. But I guess that worked in my favor for the moment, since I get to tell you about it now.
Great, so, what is it?
It reveals the location of a secret rebel base.
What?
I know, it's a really juicy story, huh? Though granted, in this case, it's the photos that tell the story. That's where the readers can find the address and see the building and such. I had Amicia add a little pizzazz to the photos to make readers hover on it longer. Studies show that more interesting photos prolong a reader's attention on a post for at least 30 more seconds.
We're getting some crunchy here.
Uh-oh. From us?
Well, I think it's from you guys. It's
Audio's a little spicy.
Audio's
The audio on the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the Discord stream probably.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. That will only be on your end. Because the people watching this stream are watching it stream directly from the computer. Hopefully it's okay.
We'll make do with it for the moment. I'm sure it'll pass. Hold on, she's publishing that type of information on purpose?
Well, if we can. We're still waiting on the photo proofs to arrive. We have a code that Amicia needs to enter into his palm husk to approve them. It'll still publish in the article even if the proofs don't arrive in time, but he can't make any changes beforehand if he doesn't have that code. It would look so unprofessional for me if they're published with a fingerprint smudge on them or something.
You're not talking about the lives of the rebels that should be ending then her publication's good name.
Well, someone has to keep their priorities straight. Do you have any idea how much attention a post like this will get me? They're just rebels. They were going to die at some point anyway. Why not make things easier for everyone involved and just get it done quicker, while I can still get some benefit out of it?
Fucking logic. Everyone's going to die. Why not have it benefit me?
Corona has girl boss too close to the sun.
Yeah.
It's her character. It's what she would do. It's
Oh yeah, no,
Definitely
it's
what she would do.
dead
She's
on.
just a nasty little girl boss.
She's so mean. And I love that MSPAR will still keep trying to keep that in her corner. There's something noble about that. Because she's toying with people's lives, which isn't good. She can't publish that.
Like you don't toy with lives. Coming and leaving our lives at random. What? Did I get boring for you? And now that you heard I became important, you decided to drop in for a visit.
No, of course not.
That's right. You chose Amicia to give you the tour, so I'm not even good enough for that for you.
That's not true at all. You never said you're her friend and only want what's best for her.
And me leaving with you is what's best.
Yes, it's what you believe is best for everyone.
Well, I don't believe you know what's best for everyone. You know what's best for you. But for me, specifically, compared to what I built for myself here, do you really think that whatever you can offer can compete?
You want to say yes, but honestly, when she phrases it like that, I'm not sure. It would be way better than anything here, but it wouldn't be the same.
Thought so.
You walk around some more, entering a more residential part of town when it's going to start to speak again.
You really haven't changed, have you? You still think that everything's so simple. That just because you say something, suddenly everything will be different and we'll all go along with anything that you suggest. But I'm not the same troll you met, and things aren't that simple. I wish they were, but they're not.
You know that, but you don't get us how she can't see the big picture here.
Here, I know how the game works. I know how to beat the system. I'm a teal. I have duties here. Important ones where my skills are recognized.
Well, why stay here and fight a system when she could leave with you and not have to fight anyone? She could publish whatever she wanted, be whoever she wanted.
It just doesn't appeal to me right now.
Someone said in the chat sounds like Hitler.
What?
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Sharona is doing a bit of a eugenics here.
Yeah, she's not a good person.
She's not. Stop. She's so fun. How couldn't it? The chance to build a new life and live by her own rules? That sounds exactly like something a fighting troll like herself would love.
Look, you've made a good case for yourself. You haven't done anything wrong. You're saying the right words. It's just not enough.
What would make it enough?
I don't know. Proof, I guess. Proof that what you're offering would be better than what I could have here.
You don't think there's anything like that you can show her right now?
That sounds like a you problem then.
Seriously? She might just disregard your entire case like that?
I can't afford to just take you at your word anymore. I have my career to think about here.
Since when is being in charge of a pro entire meme factory a career?
Since I and my 30,000 and growing subscribers said it was, asshole. Some friend you are then. I thought they were supposed to be supportive of their other friends' causes.
Checkmate, liberal.
I love how she's so excited about her 30,000.
I know.
Like, it's such a low number when it comes to a media empire.
They should, but not when the causes are for horrible things like the Empire and the continued oppression of its people.
You're being so dramatic. I'm just progressing my career, and so happen to be supporting something bigger than myself at the same time.
But you thought she was going to become a famous legislator.
I have no reason to see why I can't both be a journalist and a legislator.
There's the Terezi coming out when you say legislacerator.
Yeah, but how is she having time to do all this in her heal classes and duties? You know that free time is not a thing for heals.
You disappeared for Perigese. You don't know what I'm capable of nowadays. My multitasking skills are amazing. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. You're just too simple to be able to see it.
She's right, you don't see her plan. You don't see a good future for here at all with her running this publication.
I forgot how annoying you can get sometimes. Let's head back to the office now. I think we're done here.
What do you say? In other words, one is already marching back to the campaign, purposely making big strides to walk far ahead of you and follow her back.
I just gotta say, Torona seems like the kind of person who's like a C's get degrees. So,
yeah.
she's doing her teal classes, but she's not an overachiever. Tisius and Stealth are fucking burnt out gifted kids. Of course, they put their entire pussy into
the entire troll pussies.
Their entire trussy. Well, their entire nut, but
good grief.
Into their schoolwork because they're burnt out gifted kids, but Torona's like, no, I'm going to do something different. I'm just going to do the bare minimum and also start a media empire.
I can have it all, just mediocrely. The walk and elevator ride back is completed in awkward silence. When you reach the top, Torona exits first and gives you a wide berth. Despite everything, you're not going to lie and say it's a thing.
I still have work to do. Feel free to hang out here as long as you want, but I'm going to be occupied with my things over here. We can talk more later, but not any more about this timeline nonsense. Have I made myself clear?
What did Tagora and Tagiri do? How are... Tagora pays other people to do his schoolwork. He's not... I love how you responded in Tagora's moment. He's not a burnt out gifted kid because he's too he's too entrepreneurial to let himself be burnt out.
Tagora gets people to do his work at any possible opportunity, and You'll find out what happened to Tagiri in like a month.
But also, when he was in school, he just didn't do his. He
was in basically cop school.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the kind of
He
burnt out gifted kid as the others.
he did the thing where you like have sort of a basic legal education that the people that actually do like the law enforcement require, i.e. not much. Skis.
Your eyes wander under the mercy think the day's eventually landing over the mail bin. In it is a large envelope labeled as fruit. It's addressed to Amnesia with what you believe is his hive address, and it's lying only about a foot in front of you. Both Amnesia and Sparta mentioned they were waiting for these to arrive. They must have come when we were both out. They have the office on the envelope as well, so it must have been sent to instead by accident. It must have come while you were both out. Turner hadn't noticed that it was here yet either. He wasn't paying attention at the moment. If he's careful enough, he could probably borrow it for a little while. What should we do, Chris?
Cool.
No,
So yeah. All right. I know these both lead to the same places. We'll do steal as a treat.
I love the wording of steal as a treat.
Yeah, you're so stealing these. As inconspicuous as you can, you step up to the mail bin. You peek at Verona. She looks very absorbed in her workout on her computer, typing on her keyboard, face crunched in concentration. You slide your hand in and slowly, carefully, grab hold of the fruit envelope and just as slowly peek it out of the bin and stick the envelope under your arm. You chirp a quick, "I'll be back in a bit, bye!" and you're out of there before you have a chance to hear whether Verona said goodbye back. When you're outside the office, you plug Amnesia's stress from the envelope into your Palm Husk's Rug Quest. Your one-stop shop for finding where anything is. Once the directions are pulled up, you begin to follow them to the best of your navigational abilities, which are, frankly, not great, but you work with the tools you have. We all do work with the tools we have. This journey is surprisingly smooth sailing. Nothing even tried to kill you. Consider that a win. You make it to the more residential part of town in record time. It definitely looks more like a place that Hugo and Amnesia would keep their workspace. You approach the street the address on and encounter a problem. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts. The hive number for Amnesia address is too smudged to read clearly. There are two identical hives on the street, both looking like they can conveniently clue you in on which one is Amnesia's. Shit! We'll have to wing this.
This music sounds so Undertale.
Yeah, it does. Also, I guess the number 6 is not an indigo hive because it's not an indigo blood that answers. Which raises some interesting questions about what exactly happened with this hive.
Tagora's a beauty school dropout.
6 is a great number, a lucky number even. You have no personal or ideological connection to what makes... Oh my god, I'm so sorry I can't read. Connection to it that makes it lucky for you. You just think it's neat. And so you head over to the hive with the 6 on it. There's a great big knocker on the front door, like something you would see in an old grand mansion. You grip it and knock it against the door loudly. Knock, knock. A few minutes pass. You're about to grab the knocker again when the door opens. Nobody's behind the door to greet you. There's only a rectangle of pure darkness. A soft voice floats in from the dark. It is not Amnesia's.
Who are you?
Oh yeah, there's
The
a
shame wizard voice.
It sounds like Scratch, aged 50 years. Underswap Friendsim next. Yes, I call dibs on writing the Greater Dog route.
Oh my god. I'm surprised no one's done that. I'm surprised no one's done a Friendsim style visual novel.
Yeah.
for Undertale.
Oh, we need that. That's next on the list for Studio June.
No.
Absolutely not.
Next project, we're doing something that isn't a fan project.
that
so
I
we
can monetize.
We need money so we can make more games. And also so I can put on shows.
Yeah.
Janaya's got to get money to make games so she can pay me to write music so I can pay actors to put on my shows.
Yeah.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly.
Totally. Oh, no one. You were looking for your friend Amicia, but this is Hive. This music's hilarious with this interaction.
Yeah, that was this voice was like, it was a character. I did it for a fucking the Carcat Christmas game,
Oh my
except
God.
way gravelier and it hurt my throat. But like, I noticed when we were listening to it back that it sounded like the fucking Shame Wizard from Big Mouth. It was not in any way supposed to be the Shame Wizard. It just kind of sounds like him.
The voice is quiet for a long moment before responding.
No, it is not. You're mistaken.
Oh, you're bad. You must be at the wrong time. You leave them alone now. Sorry for the inconvenience.
That's all right. Please, come in.
Oh, that's very nice of them to offer, but you're fine. Your friend Hive is right around the corner there. You really need to deliver this package to them, so you really need to get moving. We hope the creepy stranger has a good day, though.
No. I think you should come in. Now, please, step inside.
Okay, like you said, you really appreciate the offer. It's not often you see hospitality on Alternian, especially as an alien. But you really need to be on your way to your friend. Perhaps another time you can when you aren't in a time crunch.
You seem confused. I said, come in.
Hands shoot out from the darkness and snatch handfuls of the front of your hoodie. Before you have time to react, you are yanked into the darkness. You hear the door lock behind you, and then you don't see or hear anything after.
Oof.
Oh,
Creepy.
Since that is an olive blood text box, but it's supposed to be an indigo hive, I think that's some like weirdo that goes around killing hive bloods and inhabiting their homes.
I like that. That's true praxis. I'm uncomfortable with the energy in the studio right now.
All right, let's get back to the choice. Now, the right hive. Actually, let me save too, just for posterity.
Gherkin Schmiza, that's a new person. Thank you for showing up to the stream.
Yeah.
Death, woohoo!
Woohoo! You know, 9 is a good number, not your favorite. Hard to give that 6, but something about it feels right. So you confidently stride over to 9 and knock on the door. Because you totally know who's there and not doing a 50-50 guess. Knock knock. A few moments later, the door opens.
Oh, it's you. What are
A
you
boy!
doing here?
You hold up the envelope. You're playing mail delivery person today.
I've been wondering where those have been. Did Torona send you to me with those?
Well, yes and no. It's kind of a long story, actually. You could explain better if he let you in.
Weird that you can't explain yourself without being welcomed into my hive, but sure, of course, come in. Though be warned, I wasn't expecting any company, and my space reflects that.
No worries at all. We're just happy to be here.
That's a very you thing to say. This way.
Everyone's talking about how the numbers of the
Yeah.
apartments are 69.
Ooh,
69.
Oh yeah, like I totally wasn't thinking of that joke and picking the numbers.
Okay, but were you thinking of the sex number or were you thinking of the car cat number?
Honestly, it satisfies both pros. I was also thinking of numbers that might look similar, like on a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, yeah, the 69 probably get away with it. They both kind of have like a loopy curve.
Oh my god, Tex, I was hoping you would get that. I was Sacra, please pay attention. Everybody watch Sugoi Quest the musical. It's great.
Guys, Amicia kind of looks like Troll John Egbert, but a little older.
Yeah.
Nice. Amicia brings you inside his hive. He shows you to what must be his art studio.
Also, we've got a new
And I see my
tour.
basement.
Oh, it looks like you're in an area of the city that isn't supposed to be on the tour. Far be it from me to tell you what to do with your time, but I would like to remind you that trespassing in an unauthorized area is an immediately cullable offense. If you happen to find yourself detained by Legis Corpus or a High Blood, check out our best-selling audio guide. So, you are about to die alone, forsaken by everyone you thought cared about you. Now available with a handy illustrated insert guide.
It is. It's my messy little hideaway from the world.
I do like that someone said, why does he have a bucket? If you notice, guys, he has
You
two buckets.
know. What is he painting with now?
Oh my
What
god.
could he possibly have? Well, 69ing everyone. Let me go.
That's not a bucket, that's a paint can. They are completely different.
He has an interesting organization system for this place.
I like to keep my workspace cluttered like my mind. You stumble onto some of the most interesting inspirations that way.
Oh, it's a creative thing. You can appreciate that. It certainly looks different here than when you first saw it all that time ago. A lot more art being made.
I've certainly upgraded a lot. Most of the paint is actually paint this time.
You'll unpack that on it a bit. I should
Indeed.
tell you, back in the day, blood wasn't being used for paint in this world.
Or at least Amiza used it for paint, and what's her face? Remily, to some degree.
Yep. Another artist in this world.
Okay, this one doesn't. So this actually, you can ask, I think, 3 or 4 of them. So which ones do we want to ask? I think you get 3 of them.
I did hear. Why are there 5 now?
I added 2. I added, does he still make his own paints, and does he
Oh.
still talk to Chahat, which have some of what you wrote and some original stuff.
I think Chahat is a good one
Yeah.
to do. I think we should do Chahat.
Does he still talk to Chahat?
Missy stares at you and you're getting the sense that you probably shouldn't have asked about this.
Oh, is that the sense you're getting?
Yes?
Surprisingly, Amicia doesn't take this opportunity to summarily disembowel you or whatever. Instead, he groans loudly and rolls his eyes.
She left for Ascension 2 sweeps ago. Gone to the Great Carnival up in the sky now.
Wait, like the Great Carnival? Like, she's dead?
No, you idiot. I was being poetic. Uncultured waste of... I mean, she's up in orbit, probably. There's a massive ship up there that all the Purple Bloods go to. That's what I've heard, anyway.
Foreshadowing!
No way to
So I'm just
verify,
looking at
of
the
course.
chat. Someone say that's not
It's
paint on the
suicidal
walls,
to
and
even
it
set
ain't
foot
blood
in it in the
either.
first place.
Oh my god, the freaking buckets! Y'all nasty!
Aww.
Aw. Buddy misses her, and Amicia shrugs and turns away from you.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Aw, he's a sad boy.
Alright, what else are we gonna ask about?
I love to ask if he makes his own paint still. Amicia sighs and waves his hand in a small circle.
Who has the time anymore? Spending so much time considering my artistic future and trying to keep busy, and it's just a hassle, and now I've got to do it alone, and it's just not the same. I mostly just use pre-made. Did you know half of it isn't even real paint? Not a drop of blood in the stuff. But we make do, I suppose.
Great. You love hearing how artistic materials are not made from body parts. In fact, you have to say those are your favorite type of art materials. I remember writing that
Yes,
line.
I've noticed that preference about you as well. Not as fun to talk about or acquire, but alas, people have different tastes.
Yeah, his own quote-unquote paint. Sometimes I miss the hands-on approach to art, really getting up to your own elbows in art. Oh my god, that sounds absurd.
When we have the bucket and
Great timing with what we're talking about in chat here. And you can blame me for the chitterer stuff.
great.
His own sweet fluid.
Oh, all the juices.
I hate
so
this.
moist here, guys.
Alright, what are we asking about now?
I remember these three. It's been a while. It's been a hot while. Oh my god, it's been half a year. Oh my god. How about what is he currently working on?
I'm working on loads of things. What do you want to hear about first?
You guessed the thing he's most excited about.
Well, I'm excited about everything. You'll have to be more specific.
Okay then. How about that statue looking thing over there? Looks like a bathtub?
Ah, you must be referring to my sculpture of an ablution trap. I've been quite pleased with how it's been turning out so far. Don't you agree?
Oh, sure, it's pretty cool. Why is he making a sculpture of one, though?
Just felt like it. I wanted to make one, so I did.
That is a good attitude for making things, honestly.
Yeah.
You want to make one, so you did.
Look at this book, we have a problem. I want him to paint me with his own paint.
Oh, that's so cursed.
I want Amicia to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Paint that is 100% organic. I'm frightened, big buck. On the bright side, I do know what to get you for your birthday now. Oh well, in that case, you're happy to hear that he is working on something that he enjoys. It must be hard for him to make time for projects like this when he has to work for the publication.
Sometimes, but when I ascend, I'll have more than enough time to make my own art. We stay inside our individual domiciles and create our own art all day and night for the expansion of troll arts and culture. Eat, breathe, and shit art, both for the Empire and ourselves. Sounds like a fantasy, doesn't it? I mean, what Indigo doesn't want to be left alone to their own devices for the rest of their lives and work for their government-assigned role?
The deadpan the voice actor did for this.
Yeah.
I can feel his pain. Wow, it certainly sounds like someone's dream life to be at the comic as excited as he should be.
Oh, I don't sound excited? I am. I might be tired and I'm sounding in ways I shouldn't. You've been having me talk up a storm.
I don't feel like you have. You've been talking for what you feel like is an old mop between two people.
Well, it's more than I usually talk with Torona, and she's the only person I talk to nowadays, so yeah, this is a lot for me.
Mr. Nervous Kid art energy. That's too sad for you to comment on. You can't keep your mouth shut and keep looking around for other things to talk about.
But anyway, what are you doing here with the proofs?
Someone in chat says, as much as y'all seem to be having fun with this genetic material joke, isn't he not around 17? It's kind of making me uncomfortable. You know what? Y'all are right.
Yeah, he is like 17 and a half.
It's a very, very funny joke. But let's wait half the sweep, I guess.
Yeah, and also, like, for real, they're not buckets, they are paint cans, and it's blood,
It is
not
blood. It is totally
other
blood.
stuff.
Yes, it's not other stuff. The chat was just getting horny. But you know, I understand, agree, we'll stop doing it. Thank you for pointing it out.
Like, there is no ambiguity about that in this route. It is, in fact, blood, or blood mixed with chemicals.
Or a faked vegan blood. Troll vegan blood. No, that's how it's made. The plethora of this world. Okay, why isn't it obvious? To deliver them, of course. Why else would you be here with them?
Torona doesn't just give the proofs to anyone. Yes, you're her friend, but Torona is the type of pedantic managerial troll that likes to do all the things herself if she could. She would have called me to come into the office to go pick them up later rather than give them to an outsider of the publication.
Yes, but you're Misia's friend too. That makes you an exception.
Text says made from the blood of troll vegans. Oh my god.
Yes.
That's vegan blood.
My chemical?
Oh yes, the second most popular band in Alternia.
H5C7NA6. You took chemistry. Do you know what that is?
I took chemistry a while ago. I don't remember what that is.
Girl boss you was gonna be a chemical patent lawyer.
Patent
You should
lawyer.
know that.
Yeah, I took it 20 years. 20 years ago, I took organic chemistry.
I guess I took
Are you my friend?
class for
I don't want to
reason.
sound callous here, but are we friends? You didn't sound too happy with me earlier.
What were you saying?
Oh, I said, I guess I took a chemistry class more recently than you
Yeah.
did. That's cursed. I was bad at it.
Isn't it a color though?
What?
Isn't it a color?
No, that's a five hydrogens, 7 carbons, and 6 sodium
It
atoms.
would be 2. Are you thinking it's a hex code? Because nah. Because there's no N in hex codes.
Yeah.
Point to point.
Also, that's 7, and hex codes are 6.
All right.
I'm a hex color, and I'm gonna put a spell on you. In this case, gonna put a blood on you. What, Amicia? Of course you're friends. Yes, things got a little heated for a moment there in the office, but surely you can sort it out with a friendly chat. He has to know that some disagreements aren't going to deter you from wanting to be his friend, right?
Yes, but I don't really know you, do I? I only know some specific traits about you and
It's Karkak,
you
right?
about me.
Is that Karkak?
Otherwise,
I
we
think it's
don't really
Karkak,
know
right?
each other very well,
was
do we?
6'9",
Our last time together was so short.
No. Although that is a shade of gray.
You don't need to know someone very long to know if you want to
There's-
be friends with them.
It's darker.
Amicia, that must be other friends he's had.
I don't keep trolls like that around me. My work requires me to be alone.
Yes, but despite that, he has friends like Chaput. You remember seeing those two together? Wasn't he friends with her? You see Amicia bristle at that. You see me put a nerve asking that.
Chahut was a friend once. She was a good friend, but now she's gone and she's not coming back. She ascended and I don't know where she is now. That's life in the Empire, and there isn't much I can do about that.
But doesn't Amicia wish it wasn't the case that there was something he could do about it?
What are you saying?
You're saying Amicia doesn't have to listen to the Empire. That if he's unhappy, he could fight back if he wanted to.
Why did you come to the office today? How do you know I'd be there?
Well, that's 2 questions there. Which one was you hoping to have answered first there?
Don't mess with me. Were you even there for me in the first place? Or was that a lie? Tell me the truth.
All right, we got to get another bad ending.
Yeah! Is this what I'm thinking it's gonna be?
This is the Amicia gets mad at you.
Oh.
Lie to Amicia.
Apparently, Tex was aiming for teal.
Oh, teal. Okay.
008282, not 828282.
You can't risk scaring Amicia off now. This could technically be counted as bending the truth, right? It's not like you were never going to look for him, just later. Of course you were there for Amicia. Just because you got distracted with all this other business doesn't mean that you didn't come here to see Amicia specifically in the first place. You admit you kind of got lucky with him being at the office when you were there, but there's no easy way to communicate with him. How else were you supposed to reach out and set up a meeting?
I suppose that's true.
Not to mention, it's been so long since you him or anyone. If you got distracted with the newness of everything, doesn't mean you're less devoted to being here for Amicia. Like, when Amicia works on a painting, he's not neglecting his other works, right? He's just shifting his attention around. Like, that's what you were doing. Just with people instead of art. Just because you have other friends to attend you doesn't mean you like or want to spend any more time with him.
That weirdly makes sense. And that's why Torona gave you the proofs to bring me?
Of course! course, after you spent some time with Sharona and reestablished your old bond, she didn't have a reason to not give it to you to bring your two nieces with over, right? She trusts you.
I guess that's right. I suppose it wouldn't be right to doubt you with that kind of reasoning backing you up, right?
No worries, you're way too used to it by now. But speaking of friendship, has anything been more thought your proposition earlier about leaving for the block timeline?
There's no need to. I can't say no to spending more time with a good, honest friend like you, right?
Haha, yeah, so honest. But yes, that is wonderful they decided to speak with you. We're so happy to hear that. Suddenly there's a loud bzzz, bzzz vibration sound coming from Amicia. You watch him reach for his pants pocket.
Ooh, looks like I have a Palmas call coming in. Let me just take this in the other room quickly and we'll finish planning this. Hello? Torona?
Oh, shit.
What's this about? Yes, they're here. Yes, they have the proofs. No, they said that you had sent them. You know, bonds and whatnot.
Shit.
Really? You're sure? I just want to double check. No, I don't think you're that stupid. Oh, you don't want to know that.
You hear the beeps on the button Amicia presses to end the call, and for a few moments it seems to be quiet. Then Amicia re-enters the room with you, looking more unhappy than when he originally left it.
Well, I'm guessing you overheard all that, right?
Not, yes, you unfortunately did.
So you know I know the real truth now, and that Torona is aware of our current situation.
You're supposed to take the words out, so you just nod again.
Great. So, just so you know, I am currently showing a huge amount of restraint by keeping up this friendly demeanor. It is mostly for old time's sake, and not any current benevolent feelings that keep me from physically throwing you out of my hive or committing any other severe action against you right now. Because of that, you must understand why I'm asking you to leave now and to not come back here or to the office again, right? Because the next time either of us see you, it won't be on friendly terms anymore.
You try to swallow, and it feels like swallowing your heart. A heavy feeling popping to the pit of your stomach. You manage to nod again.
Alrighty then. That concludes any current and future business here for the next long while. Bye-bye. See you not likely ever.
You're almost pushed out of the door by Amicia, and you hear the sound of the door being locked behind you. You feel your heart plummet to the pit of your stomach. Well, that went about as badly as it could. What are you going to do now? Now if you can't stay here, you don't want to go back to town yet. See a small path leads off to the woods, feeling certain. Inside Hollow, might as well give Alternian nature trying to beat the shit out of you.
I love this swan has horns.
Cool. This is picturesque. Oh man, I gotta play the Salvation branch of this now. That's nice. Oh, is there a tour guide of this?
Yeah, there is.
Ooh, let's hear what Troy.
You might want to read this first because it'll skip whatever this is.
Nothing. Surprisingly, nothing eats your ranch land acid on you while you follow the path. Eventually it ends with you at a pond. It looks peaceful enough, so you decide to approach it. Your sad reflection looks back into the still purple water.
Ah, the Tethys Park. What better way to unwind and relax after a long day of touring Everdim? Take a seat under the trees and take in the lovely night air. Enjoy a stroll around the pond and gaze at the majestic floating water bird beasts. Keep in mind that the bird beasts are extremely venomous, and we do not recommend you attempt to feed, pet, or make direct eye contact with them. We hope you've enjoyed our self-guided tour, and we encourage you to spend lots more time exploring our wonderful city and everything it has to offer. Everdim, if you're here, at least you're temporarily alive.
And we got the achievement out of towner.
Notice that you're still clutching the proofs in your hand. Funny, you forgot that you're still holding those when you got kicked out. Seeing them again sends a flash of anger through you. You're once again just trying to do the right thing, and look what happened. You fucked it up. Maybe you're trying to do too many things at once, and you're just an idiot. You know, at least there's still something useful you can do now. With all your might, you cut the piece into the air, you lunge the pond with a loud splash, disturbing the surface of the pond, making your reflection wobble and distort. Good, at least you accomplished something with this stupid grenade.
Aww, sinking hopes.
Why did you come to the office to... Don't mess with me.
Alright, confess to your many sins.
There's a loud bzz vibration sound coming from Lisa. Watch him reach for his pants pocket.
Ooh, looks like I have a palm husk call coming in. Let me just take this in the other room.
Wait! Lucy's hand freezes. He looks at you. Decides that you're out first. Look, you need to be honest with him. He's right. You don't want to mess with him. He deserves to hear the truth. But you need to say it right now. Just please, can you hold off from answering that? Lisa stares at you for a moment. Ooh, tragic music.
Wait, this music is sampling from yeah, this is Saviors of the Dreaming Dead.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I think that's Saviors of the Dreaming Dead, right?
I don't
I used to know how to play this on piano. I used to have a bunch of Homestuck sheet music for piano.
Lisa stares at you for a moment, then slowly he moves his hand from his palm husk. After a few moments, the palm husk stops buzzing.
Okay, I'm listening. Tell me what you need to say.
Okay, you do this to take a deep breath. You tell him how your day started with you thinking about names.
So I never was a priority. You were here because you thought Torona's grout post could hurt some other friends of yours.
We were going to search for Lisa specifically. Eventually, we would have promised this. Well, the whole day you've just been trying to do the right thing. You don't meant to look at Lisa and think you were only searching for them. The truth is, you haven't come with me right now. And you can't afford to put your attention on anything that isn't right in front of you.
Hey, Chrissy, are you far away from the mic again? Because you're kind of quiet.
Sorry, am I right here? How's this?
Better.
Okay. Should I repeat that or are you okay?
Nah, you're good.
Cool. And that, unfortunately, included Amicia.
Actually, we might want to turn down the volume of the music.
Yeah, let me...
Like, we're not on... Are we on stream music volume?
We are, yeah. This is dialogue music volume.
It doesn't mean that you aren't friends or that you don't further the friendship. You want to so badly. You want to be with all your friends. It's just a matter of getting this one really big thing done first.
And that's getting us all to the locked timeline, right?
You thought so at first, but once you've been trying to find ways to make Alternia a better place, or support people who can make it happen at least.
So why are you worried about tomorrow's article then?
Because it's bad? That means you're very clear now that it's bad and people else will publish as it is.
Yeah, but from the way it sounds, it's only bad for a bunch of trolls you've never met. You won't get hurt and neither will any friends of yours. Why are you so worried for a bunch of strangers when you've reiterated several times that you're here for friends like me? Killing is an everyday occurrence in our culture. Sources say that rebels are made up of a lot of lower bloods. Lower bloods' lives are meant to further the good of higher bloods like myself. They make some of the prettiest shoes I've ever seen, especially when splattered on walls.
Oh, Amicia. Curse.
You all forget, Amicia's a bad person as well, too.
Yep, they're both terrible.
It was a lot of fun writing.
You did a good job writing two terrible high bloods.
I think I got the character right. I think next time I've got to work on sentence length, but otherwise,
I mean, you were writing with the experience of having written a lot of, like, long-form prose.
Yeah, we were noticing that each of the writers has, like, an expertise in a different thing. You're a prose writer, I'm a script writer, Janai is a fanfic writer.
All excellent fields.
I think I can claim to be a script writer now.
No,
I've written, like, 400,000 words of scripts for
so
stuff.
Because okay, blah blah blah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd read that.
No worries. One or not every single aspect of life is dictated by some corrupt government, where the individual gets to decide what they get to become and who they can be friends with. And one more fucking murder isn't legal around every corner, for God's sake. And the Lord Bloods don't like to think that their lives were only good for serving. Has it ever occurred to me that they might not like being fodder for the rest of the society to stand on? That they like to keep their blood on their insides? That they have something beneficial they would like to contribute to the world if only they were given the chance to? Not to mention, didn't Amicia just say earlier how the Empire had hurt him, carrying away from his close friends for no other reason other than because of rules?
That is something out of my control. Even if the Empire hadn't separated Chahut and I, but how the Purples are when they reach the age she is at, I doubt she would be in a good state to be able to interact with me.
Maybe, but we also have to point out that she was getting so too psyched about being restocked in secluded habitat, then it would be his turn to be sent soon, right?
I don't believe I can really answer that honestly with you.
Come on, you're a freaking alien. There is no way you're going to share anything that Amicia says with the drones or whatever. He can be honest with you. Amicia is quiet for a long moment before he answers you back.
No, I can't say I'm psyched about it. I'm not happy about it at all.
Exactly, so I sit around moping about it, if he gets fight back. The Empire isn't doing anything beneficial for him, then why was he still allowing himself to be blindly led by it?
Hey, I think the internet bleeped for a minute. Is the stream okay?
Problem.
The internet
Has a solid network connection.
says reconnection successful.
I am so sorry. Why is it doing this? This is stressing me out. I don't like this.
It should be back now. It's reading chat. Yeah,
That's no problem,
it's
Tex.
back.
So much again.
Yeah, thank you so much for showing up, Tex. It is always very, 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 very fun to have the voice actors show up.
Yeah.
Of course, excellent work with Corona.
And like also it's fucking 3 in the morning where you
Yeah.
are, so get some sleep, please.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. Also, really, really good job with Torona. You nailed that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Also, our stream seems to be stable again, so...
That's
Half 3, yep. We'll probably be up that late tonight.
Probably, yeah.
Even though I have work at 8:30 in the morning. Alright, yeah, I think we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, nice.
Roger. He needs to act, and he needs to act now. Otherwise, he was just going to be another victim, no better than those low-bloods he mentioned earlier, with no option but to submit to a higher power's will.
What do you think I should do?
You can't make that decision for him. This is something he has to decide for himself. So in the meantime, can you please reject these proofs and change the code to something for tomorrow's article? You really can't have these published as they are now, or else it will become to your friends, or at the very least, friends of your friends.
You know, I think I have an idea. Get them here and give me some time. I'll save these people for you. But you can't rush, okay? Just let me do my work.
Like, there's nothing we can do except wait for it to... It'll catch up to the stream in a second. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, now it's caught up. Cool. Love the internet doing that.
This is the worst.
Oh, totally.
Or the
Alright.
stream. It doesn't matter which.
Oh, is this gonna be the game where we do the, what's it called, the proofs game?
No. There's no mini games in this.
Oh, I thought the proofs was a mini game.
No, that the graphic design from Volume 4.
I thought you used the same.
No.
All right, I think we can.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, you nod. At this point, you'll do anything. You hand him the proofs and let him get to work.
Alrighty. These should do the trick. What do you think?
These are very different from what you're expecting him to produce.
Good different?
Oh, of course! Anything is better than what Turner originally planned, but will her audience like it?
They will definitely have a reaction to it.
Love to laugh. Yeah, but...
Torona still has the original photo files on her desktop. By now she has to have noticed you stole the proofs, or will call in soon to check and see if they have arrived here. If she suspects we're tampering with anything behind her back, she'll publish the post right now and this all will have been for nothing.
Okay, yeah, that would definitely be a bad thing. You're sure he has access to the accounts, right? He seems like the kind of guy who always have a plan, right? Amicia got slowly. Okay, cool. Then you are 1% definitely making this thing happen.
That should be 100.
You're a 1%. I love that.
Great.
Well, I mean,
Now, here
honestly,
I
they
go.
both kind of
Type
work.
this here,
Yeah.
add a little doodad there, and a sprinkle of symbols here, and ta-da! Publish.
That would be like the first time MSPAR is actually honest about their level of like confidence in anything.
Great. Price is averted.
Have a look at the screen. Trolls are already taking notice.
You know, that looks like a lot of activity. Is that normal for a new post?
Sometimes. If what's posted is unexpected or unusual.
Unusual how, per se?
Ooh, I forgot to mention. Changing these photos could have some effects on our audience. Torona has been promoting this article for weeks now, whetting their appetites for this. Seeing it be something less Empire forward than expected could have an interesting effect on their attitudes.
What is that supposed to mean? Amicia, what did you do just... Breathing in, when Amicia's podcast starts to buzz again. This time he picks it up without hesitation.
Amicia here. Who do I have the pleasure of conversing with?
Amicia, what's going on? What did you do?
Ah, Torona! So happy you called. How's the weather by you?
Amicia, what is this? This is not what we had scheduled to come out. You know that.
Yeah, but this one is so much more fun, don't you think? So many deep hues. I really think our audience is liking it. Look at the comments and the shares it's getting.
It's not what we had planned. And these colors, these photos. Amicia, trolls might think this is a sick joke on the Empire.
Wait, what?
Is the alien with you? Did they plan this? You're not some scum rebel sympathizer, are you?
Doesn't matter what I am. I still published it. Just look at the traffic it's getting now. I think it's going viral.
You posted it under the publication's name. Everyone's going to think that I posted it.
Yeah, you really should have given me more credit on the publication site. From how you have it now, there's no one anyone can make a connection to me. That's neat, huh?
You son of a... Wait, what's happening?
Through the tiny speakers, you hear noises, loud, banging noises, like something large and heavy hitting against a wall.
Ooh, sounds like something big is heading your way. You might want to jump out the window now.
You then hear a sickening crunching sound with a large, heavy door crashing to the ground.
No, wait, stay back.
And the line goes dead, and a music closes his compass.
Boy, that sure was exciting, huh?
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, probably an angry mob of Empire supporters storming the publication's office.
What? That's terrible! You have to go out and help her!
Oh, she'll be fine one way or another. Teals are usually pretty hardy.
What the hell does
Rip
that mean?
Torona, damn.
We'll find out later.
Your mind is swimming. Oh boy, oh man, so much is happening right now. Hold on, you think you would sit down for a moment. Remember to breathe again and all that. In, out, in, out.
Feel free to take a chair. I'm way too excited to sit down now. I haven't felt a rush like this since Chahut brought back that cerulean paint that one time. This energy, this life. Is this how rebels feel when they're fighting?
It's more a fight or flight response of I'm literally going to die right now if I don't do something. Yeah, you guess it could be described as an invigorating feeling?
This is exactly what I needed. For way too long I have felt this nasty feeling in me. Like I wasn't living my life right. Like I was doing something wrong or something was wrong with me. It started after Chahut left. It got better when I started talking with Torona, but it was still in me, like a bad seed. But now I see that I can get rid of it by working on a greater purpose. You're right. The Empire isn't looking out for me like it should. I need to look out for myself. And what better way to do that than to help take down an establishment that serves me no use?
Amicia leaves for a few minutes and comes back loaded up with every weapon imaginable. The bad feeling you were feeling earlier is intensified. You feel your stomach cramp badly.
Watch the studio while I'm gone. I have some paintings here that still need attention. I'll be back later after doing rebel stuff. Bye-bye.
Before you can respond, Amicia is running out the front door, giggling like a maniac.
Amicia is in his villain era.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, this is fine. This is probably fine. Amicia is clearly convinced by your words. Plus, you're technically added a new ally to the rebel cause, or at the very least, another troll who is against the Empire, which is always good, I guess. You can't really tell in this case yet, but... No, don't keep going down this train of thought. Or make your stomach hurt more. You'll just have to wait. You're good at waiting. It's almost morning, so they can't be out for too long anyway. So wait and then go in, and then go check in on Sharona. Make sure she's okay. Amicia thinks she is, so she has to be, right? Sharona's a bit on the dramatic side, and you'll see what kind of rebels just inspired to take to the street. You really hope it's a good time. If it takes too long, you have to move on, and you'll have to assume that he's not coming with you fighting. But for now, you're going to stay positive. At the very least, keep happening now. That must mean you've done some good tonight, right? Right?
No last words, only last deaths. Amicia goes feral. He deserves it.
For a couple more hours, you wander deeper and deeper into the city. You never really got a chance to ask Sharona anything more about where your other friends might be. You actually stopped by the building that was in Amicia's photos, hoping to find someone who might know Malik. But it looked like whoever was there had cleared out pretty recently.
Foreshadowing!
Oh yeah, just a small, detail, like the door's red in Shakespeare. Nothing to worry about.
I mean, it is actually a pretty small detail about why they aren't there, but you find out in Volume 9 why.
Upsetting. It doesn't make sense to you, but maybe they just moved locations by sheer coincidence. It floods you with a sense of relief. Maybe the rebels aren't doing that badly here in Alternia.
Foreshadowing!
But now you're not really sure where you're supposed to go from here. It feels like it's been ages since you returned to Alternia, and now it seems like you're hitting your first real dead end. Oh, yeah. Call back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing left you've got is what you fell back on so many times on your first trip to Alternia. Endless, aimless wandering. Not a great strategy, but at this point, it's all you got. And so you wander deeper and deeper to the city, and you find yourself thinking of a maze.
Cyclical. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Yay!
Yay!
It was a very good playthrough of the Revolution round of this.
Yes, you want to save. Volume 8. Volume 9, A Finely Machined Revolution.
You guys are going to want to keep your eyes peeled for a trailer for that.
In the SawCon New Year's showcase on the 2nd, we're going to be premiering the trailer for that. All right, let me switch us over to the other screen here.
All right. Thank you all so much. Tarona's just dead now, Lamau.
You'll find out. Tarona's there's actually, so you can't see the UI at the very end with the coda, which is on purpose. But there's actually a Twitter post from Tarona.
So we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, exactly.
SawCon New Year's Showcase? Yes. There is a SawCon New Year's Showcase. There's some fun stuff going on. And, yeah. Thank you all so much for showing up to the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris, for popping in, helping to continue the tradition of Chrissy dragging boyfriends into my stream.
I
You say like
mean,
bad thing.
Happy to be of service and happy to continue the tradition.
I mean, Torona being dead isn't like
Torona posting from the hospital.
that's not like outside of the pale of what the game could do. We've killed off a couple of characters.
It's just not as clear. It's not as upfront as like Ardada's death was.
She's not dead. She isn't actually dead. She does like say stuff, and she is. You find out what happens to her in like the very ending, like of the ending of the game.
Oh, are there Torona lines at the?
No, there's not. But there'll be end cards for every like group of characters or characters,
nice.
so you learn like what happens to everyone. Even characters like Zebedee who don't get like routes, you find out what happens to them.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, my buck. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, you did a really good job writing this, Chrissy. Thank you so much for all the hard work.
I went in totally blind, and I really, really enjoyed watching this. Makes me want to play the Salvation route because I know it's totally different.
It's the only part that crosses over is the part where you can ask Amicia questions. But other than that, everything is like it's like a whole different, equally long section. So yeah, there's completely different. That's why the route's word count is so high, is because it's got like two totally separate branches, whereas the others cross over more.
Okay, what is Alex Yick? Tagiri, yes.
Is that the character from the Yick, that game?
I don't know what
that
Yick
horrible
is.
game. It's like weird Earthbound. I don't know. It's weird.
Tagiri next volume, yes.
Tagiri next volume, yes.
And you'll find out some fun stuff about Tagiri in the Sakon trailer.
Yeah, you're like, so the next volume, since it's coming, the trailer's dropping in like a few days. That is Tagiri, Palipa, and Malik. So you'll find out about that. Holy crap, that's a good deal. Trent was asking if he could have this. Look at that.
Oh, damn.
That price. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah, buy it the thing.
That's an incredible price.
It is required reading? I mean, Janaya says it's bad, so I don't know if it's required reading.
What? Put Yick. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've watched the hour-long video essays about it.
Tagiri better have a Jotaro voice. I don't know about a Jotaro voice, but he certainly has an anime boy voice.
It definitely is an anime voice. I mean, it's not like a Jotaro voice, like tonally no, but like in terms of association with subject matter, you're not wrong. I'll leave it at that vague hint for now.
Also, you're totally cool not realizing Amicia was 17. Most of the trolls are adults in this game.
So like because we skipped ahead like almost 5 years. So almost every character is like in their 20s. The only ones that aren't are Karako, who's like 12, because she was like a baby in the first one, or like a little, toddler. And Amicia and Torona are both like 17 and change. And the twins. The twins are.
Wanchi's like.
Wanchi's
15?
like. Yeah, Wanchi's like 16. And the twins are like 17-ish. So like you've got a handful of like older teenagers, one 12-year-old, and then a bunch of like 22 to 26-year-olds.
Most of them are like 25.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of Kawaii voice 2023.
I feel like you're all gonna really enjoy who we got to voice Tagiri.
Yeah. So the VAs are revealed in the trailer.
And we're keeping that one a secret till the trailer.
Yes. Yeah, we're keeping that one a secret till the trailer. But the trailer is fun, and I think people will enjoy it. Also, the music that Rainey did for it slaps. Yeah. Well, it was for the route, but we used it for the trailer. All the musicians have done a really, really good job on this game. Like, people really brought their A game when it came to composition.
I still have to write my Volume 9 track.
You do.
That will come in January when I'm no longer being oppressed by my job.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. To Volume 9.
Yeah.
That one's one I put a lot of time into.
It was one of the first. Was it one of the first ones you wrote?
It was I wrote them in order.
Except for Volume 6.
I wrote Prologue, Volume 1, Volume 3, Volume 6, Volume 9, Volume 13, Volume 14, Volume 5, Volume 7, Volume... Wait, no, 10 I did before, and then Volume 11 is I'm still working on. I kind of weaved around it. But I did that one like maybe halfway through the chunk. I had enough time to like do some fancy stuff for it.
Oh yeah, there's lots of fancy stuff for it,
which I reused for Volume 10.
It is. We've done so much for this game.
Yeah,
this game is our child.
I put a lot of time into it, and I'm glad people enjoy it.
It's your child. The rest of us are just like ants who babysit every once in a while.
Absolutely.
That's not fair. There's a lot of people who put a lot of work into this that aren't me. Like all of the art assets and music and voice acting and the other writers and like, yeah, there's a lot of work there.
Volume 2 is my daughter.
Yeah.
True, it's a good daughter. I was there when she was making the prototype with the washi tape.
Washi tape. Washi tape would be washi tape.
I was going to say the what?
I want it to be washi tape, okay?
The washi,
but that would be
appropriate.
So, you know how I have the washi tape with the troll heads on it?
Yes.
I want that, but with Wanshi's face on it.
Tape.
So we can call it Wanshi tape.
Friendsim FNAF.
Cursed. My favorite cousin,
Friendsim
too.
Not a FNAF section, but like, I guess if you close one eye and squint a little, it kind of is a little bit. The part when you're infiltrating the thingy and you're on the terminal.
Huh.
I mean, it's not really. Kind of. I mean, Renpai could do like FNAF 1 because FNAF 1 is like you're not like moving around or anything.
Volume 1 is the cool ant that raised me.
Oh. Volume 1 was like that had to be fairly engaging out of the gate because like a lot of people are only going to play Volume 1 because people don't have time to sink into infinite number of games. So it's like, okay, this needs to be memorable. So
and
trial
what's more
scene
memorable than pulling a gun on Tagora?
Yeah, right. And the trial stuff, like, it calls back to Act 2 and Ace Attorney and, like, is entertaining, I think.
Absolutely. Now listen, guys, it's getting a bit late for me and Chris here. I think we're going to cut out now, if that's okay.
All right. Are there any last words you would like to say? Anything you'd like to promote of your own?
Well, you all know that I am also the writer of the Daria Punk Fan AU, which, also ties into lore with Anna and Jania's works as well as my own. So if you would please go on to The Bitter Hedgehog on Archive of Our Own and on my Twitter and things like that and see more works from me there that result with the game or with other Homestuck things, that would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Or Friendsim, I can say as well, too. Otherwise, at the moment, I've been a busy bee with work and things.
Oh boy!
And I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I can't thank Anna and Janiah enough for bringing me into this game and giving me opportunity to write this and to have other people enjoy it and for doing everything. Your guys' patience and guidance for this has been extremely appreciated, and I feel gratitude and love for both of you. And thank you for the fans again for watching this and for playing this and for all the good reviews and for supporting this game and for supporting this studio. I feel we really do a lot of good work and a lot of good value comes from all this. So just thank you, I guess, is my last parting word for this. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you did a really good job writing, and I really appreciate you putting so much time into it. You wrote the longest script of any of the writers along a single volume script. So like you clearly put a lot of time into it.
And I thought Momos was long.
Momos was like, I think about 5,000 or 6,000 words shorter.
Wow.
Yeah, I got nervous. It wasn't going to be long
I mean,
enough.
it's fine. It's.
I'm pretty sure mine is the shortest route.
You guys, there was a lot
Volume
of
5
stuff
might be
I cut
shorter.
out from this.
Volume 5
But-
pads itself by having the TTRPG section. But yeah, no, thank you so much for doing so much work on this, and like, yeah, you did good. Also, if anyone wants to follow Chrissy's Twitter, if you go into the credits section of the game, there's like links to everyone's social medias, so you can go follow
Chrissy,
her.
You should promote your Tumblr because Twitter's going in the shitter.
True, but my
Wait,
Tumblr.
what-
My Tumblr's
What is your
embarrassing.
Tumblr? I don't think I know what your Tumblr is.
I have a Tumblr. It's all dogs and My Chemical Romance now.
Honestly, that is a
Sounds like a
very
good place to
respectable
be.
thing for a Tumblr to be.
So many dogs.
I would not expect anything less from you.
It's all the same type of dogs too.
Yeah, you love your Bichons.
All fluffy dogs. Like either waking up or doing cheap things.
Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
occasional good thing.
Chrissy, you do need to know that I officially made Stelsa's Lucis a Bichon because of you.
Yes! There's a reason you're my favorite, Anna. I would pay you $20 just to make it that, not just for much.
I think I for some reason thought that was canon, even though I think you made it. You were very obvious that you made it up.
Yeah.
Look, what's in original canon and what is in our games just is bleeding together in my mind now.
That's no worries.
Listen, we make canon.
I
we are the ones.
I think I don't know if I've gotten to the point where I confused something that I wrote for canon, like if I misremembered it, but I might have.
But you've mistaken things I made for canon. You
Oh yeah, all the time. I thought Darius Punk Band was
The
canon.
Chixie rap was actually.
I
rapped
thought
in
that
the
it
game.
was. I thought the music at least changed. Like I knew it wasn't voiced, but like I thought the music changed.
You like that? I wrote it. Wait, you gotta do it in Tagora's voice.
You like that? I wrote it.
You hit that.
I
Yeah,
own
I parody.
That was
But
fun
yes.
to do.
On that note, good night, my friends. I have much
Yeah.
love for you, and I hope you have a good night. Sleep well, and Janai, make sure Anna gets some sleep.
I can't make that promise.
The less I sleep, the more time we can spend together before I have to go off to my awful job.
It's true, but it's only for 2 more days. Get some sleep.
Yeah.
You'll feel better.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming on the
thank
stream.
you so much.
Of course, thank you for inviting me. It was a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I gotta have you back on my stream some more again. You used to be on my stream every
Yes.
stream, and now you never stream with me anymore. So we have to find more excuses for you to be on the stream.
Yeah.
I've been replaced with Janai and Cats.
Okay, but Milo deserves every ounce
He's
of
a
love from everyone.
Good baby.
He's a very
Well,
good baby.
No, yes, we will do more streams, and I will, that's resolution, my man. Spend more time with you guys, and get back up on our watch nights.
Oh yes, oh yes. Well, we got to do a binge night when the new Owl House special comes out.
Yes, it can't come out soon enough.
January, I heard.
I'll be seeing you in January.
Yes.
There'll be a lot of stuff happening in January. Yes, but until then, I'm afraid we must turn in for the night. So,
Yeah.
once again, good night, guys, and good luck with the rest of the stream. Bye-bye.
See
Good
ya.
night.
Good night, y'all.
Alright.
Good night.
All right, so thank you all so much for showing up. You just snapped me out of a stupor with Tagora rap. I got so scared. Tagora's secret rap career. Oh my god.
If you haven't watched the Darius Punk Band musical on this YouTube channel, there is an entire Tagora version of the Chixie rap. Like
I made Janaya rap.
yeah, like I
Tagora's
actually
voice.
rapped the whole thing in Tagora's voice.
And then if you go a couple videos later, you get to see there's a platypus controlling me.
Oh
Tagora.
yeah, I actually forgot that we did that. Yes.
And if you go a while back, you can hear Tagora
The Rocky
sing
Tagore.
with Rocky Tagore.
So yeah, this is a running thing here.
I am always going to make Janaya do horrible things with Tagora's voice. Actually, give me ideas. What thing do you want to see Tagora do next?
What crazy thing will he do next? Yeah, we should probably get going too, because it's getting late and we've been going for 3 hours. But
yeah. Well, all right. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want more articulately composed content specifically, go to my channel. Make sure you watch the Carcat Jr. video. It is honestly, it is one of my most popular videos of all time. Like, not numbers-wise yet, but it is the fastest growing video I have ever had. And it's the most popular video of 2022, and it is one of the last videos I posted of 2022. So that is fucking incredible.
yeah.
Mein Gott. Yes.
Lil Gore the rapper. Oh my god.
So yeah, check out some more of my videos. I have a channel update I just posted if you want to like see what's up for the next year and help me figure out some content for the next year, because I'm a little bit at a loss right now. And I'm sure you have all seen the little scrolling thing go by all stream long. I'm putting on a show. I'm putting on a staged reading of my original musical Maka, which there are some songs of on my channel if you are so inclined to listen. And I'm all stream donations, either through YouTube Super Chats or just sent directly to my Ko-fi or my Venmo. All of them will go straight towards Maka. Chrissy actually donated $20 today. So, and we're going to have a benefit concert stream for Maka sometime in January. So if you want to hang out and listen to me sing things, if you want me to sing anything specific from my channel, anything is fair game as long as I haven't gotten the copyright for it. Gorgalicious, no!
Oh,
wait.
Wow.
Wait. Should we?
What, Tagora doing Carcalicious?
Yes. Are you willing? Are you willing to stoop that low?
I feel like I'm already kind of scraping the bottom with the Rocky Horror song, so sure.
People make my brain hurt. Wonderful reactions.
So, yeah, also, like, so I know we mentioned this before, but so Stuck at Home Con, which the actual con is not happening until later in the year, in 2023, but we are doing a New Year's showcase, which is a collection of trailers for various projects. That'll be happening on the 2nd, I think at 8 p.m. is what we said, Eastern time. So, yeah, if you're interested, that's not going to be on this channel. That will be on the Stuck at Home Con, which is SAHCon, SAHCON. Yeah, that if you search that on YouTube, you'll find the channel and the Twitter as well. So do come check that out. We're going to be, the Volume 9 trailer is going to be premiering there, along with a bunch of other project trailers. And we're also going to be opening up the Discord server for folks to like hang out for a couple of hours. So that'll be fun. And then later in January, on the date to be revealed in the trailer, but later in January, we're going to be releasing Volume 9, and we're going to be streaming that at some point later in January.
Wonderful. Get another teaser of High Swap Act 3 at the panel, not at the...
Yeah, no, that was a surprise. Yeah, that was something that What Pumpkin was like, they had communicated that to Crow and I like
the day of.
The day
was
of.
the day of.
We didn't know in advance.
You woke me up.
Yeah.
I was up till 6 a.m. editing my panel. You woke me up at like 9 to 10 a.m. So like I had barely gotten any sleep just to tell me that.
Yeah. So like, unfortunately, no more Act 3 info right now. This is just going to be fan stuff. A lot of fan stuff.
A lot of cool fan stuff.
A lot of very cool fan stuff. So I think you'll enjoy it. But no Act 3 news. We'll see what happens with that. But for now, I think they're probably just like working on the game, which is usually good to do when you're working on a game. But yeah, there's a lot of neat fan projects that are going to be shown off, including a bunch of games, like a bunch of either games or like mods for games, which is really neat.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to the stream while you were at work, T-Man.
Yeah. Glad you enjoyed it.
Fan stuff is always good.
Fan stuff is always good. The fandom's been producing a lot of neat content. Also, they've been producing a lot of like high production stuff that like, or gearing up to produce a lot of high production stuff that requires a lot of time and effort, which is cool. Like,
that's the thing with the Homestuck fandom. We have been around for so long that we are primarily made up of creative professionals that are still taking time out of our lives to make high quality, professional quality products.
Yeah. And like, I mean, we've got the showcase has it's always got a good variety of like games and mods and fan adventures and a couple of other interesting things. So that's really cool, and I think y'all are gonna really like it. So it's a good opportunity to hang out with folks and just like chill and see some cool stuff.
Yeah. All right. Shall we call it a night?
Yeah, I think we should call it a night. It's been a long stream.
Thank you all so much for showing up to the stream. This was a lot of fun. We haven't streamed in like a month. We need to stream more again. I've been so overwhelmed with so much work, but it'll be great to get back to streaming a bunch. We're gonna do more of the gay fanfiction hour if y'all wanna
the
join in.
Redacted because YouTube demonetizes something for having the word gay in the title fanfic hour.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned for more fun things on my channel as we proceed into the new year. Stay tuned for more fun things with Studio June as we proceed into the new year.
Yeah.
Make sure to keep watching the next volume of Friendsim 2 because it's going to be an intense one. Thank you all. Still waiting for an update on Befriendus. That would be really, really cool.
I think they're kind of right now, so there's no Befriendus stuff for the SockCon showcase, and like they're kind of in the state of like working on it. The people working on that have a lot of stuff going on in their personal lives and just like in general. So, they're doing it when they're doing it. Having had to delay our game a month because of my own like surgery, I get it. So, but yeah, Befriendus is cool. I like it a lot. It was one of the things that inspired Friendsim 2 to exist. Friends with a bunch of the people that work on it and have had a bunch of them work on this game. So I hope that they, have all the luck as far as continuing to release, but they're working on it. And when they've got something, they'll release it.
Yeah, but thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Yeah.